Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Stamford Bridge once again, where we're taking a break from the black pilling and the doom and gloom today to just watch two very intelligent Americans explain to us how Charlie Kirk faked his death.
Why would he fake his death? Like, that's to what end? What does he benefit? How does he? Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
That is one of many important questions. I hope that will be answered today.
I didn't. Arch didn't warn me what we were going to be covering in advance, so I was not prepared for that.
Good.
Just of all the things they could have said, faking his own fucking death. Where is he now?
I don't know. China, maybe?
Well, yeah, quite possibly, I suppose.
Maybe he was a double agent all along. That was a theoretical possibility.
Fucking deep cover, that, I tell you.
A very deep cover.
I'm one of the most prominent conservative influences in America. I am also a double agent for China. What?
And I need a way to extract myself from this situation.
Yeah, he's currently in Beijing. Fucking hell.
Well, this is the guy over here. This is Officer Tatum. He's a very big YouTube, like 3 million subscribers, and he's a professiontional ex-police officer, I believe. So he'll provide a little bit of commentary on why this is probably difficult to fake.
Sorry, a professional ex-police officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's doing a YouTube channel after being a police officer. Therefore, he's a professional ex-police officer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. All right.
And the original video comes from Caleb Hammer's Financial Audit, which I feel has less and less to do with any sort of financial audit, more and more to do with finding the weirdest people in the world.
I mean, A, that does sound like a good time, but like, B, I've never watched any of Caleb Hammer's videos. I'm aware of who he is because of Twitter, but he seems all right, doesn't he? So
basically, he seems to just kind of scour the internet for the weirdest people imaginable, and he has a talent for bringing on guests that are just off the fucking wall.
Kind of like a modern-day Jerry Springer.
Yes, in fact, that's very much so the gist of the show, I do believe.
Okay, I actually hated Jerry Springer.
Well. And
so
you are really going to dislike
like
this.
Right, okay. All right. Well, I hated Jerry Springer for the exploitative nature of it. Caleb doesn't come across as exploitative to me, so I guess we'll see.
I guess we shall see. If we somehow end up with more time, which, I mean, 11 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but for the two of us, that might be a mountain.
Well, yeah, we got a lot to say, haven't we? So.
But we might have a look at the rest of the interview later if we get the time, Bert. Because I had a look at the original interview, because I was like, okay, maybe we'll just do it. Like, raw dog it. No, it's an hour long. So like, oh, okay, give up.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. That would be, on average, I think, a, 6-7 episode installment for the two of us?
Yeah, no idea. Let's just take it on the chin and do the clip.
Yep. Also, chat, if we can get to another 1,000 likes today.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get another bonus for the funding. So, mobilize little chatties.
I was meant to tell Bo, look, you got to tell everyone watching the stream on the breakfast show. Fucking like it. I was meant to tell. I'll tell them tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I know, because it's fucking... It's. I hate doing it. It's gay. It's dumb. It's one of those fucking YouTube things, but it works. It demonstrably works.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, chat. Okay. This is just part and parcel of living in modern-day YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough procrastination. Let's go on. That was supposed to start the video when I pressed the space bar, but it didn't.
People are literally making up stuff to fit an agenda because they don't have the mental capacity or maturity to digest, diagnose what actually happened.
Charlie Kirk.
I mean, that's a salient analysis, isn't it?
Well, I mean, sure, I'm sure I'm one of those people, but like, what are we saying here, bro?
Kirk's not actually dead.
What?
Yeah, that's what we're saying here now.
Okay.
What are we talking about? So Erica Kirk, you're saying,
I'm alleging.
you're alleging, is a child ringleader?
She's in
What?
on it.
Yeah, so Charlie Kirk's wife has partaken in either his assassination or his faked assassination. It's a little bit up in the air at the moment.
One's slightly better than the other, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Charlie didn't
So,
die because of that?
No, so she's okay. So she's was basically his handler.
Before we get back to the
My China narrative strengthens.
I tell you what, right? So before we go on, this is not an uncommon narrative among women. A lot of women think somehow Erica Kirk is actually in some way complicit because she didn't appear to show enough contrition after his death. And in a way, I can kind of see what they're saying. I'm not saying that they're correct, obviously, because at no point could I find a video of her actually crying. She dabs her eyes, the corner of her eyes a lot, but she never seems to actually have any tears there. And I tell you what, if someone close to me, well, in fact, I've had it happen. When someone close to me dies, I just turn into a blubbering wreck like a fucking girl. I am terrible at controlling my emotions, but Erica Kirk, spectacular at it. Now, I'm not saying that, that is the case or anything. But this is what a lot of women have picked up from this, because they didn't see actual tears. They're like, something fishy's going on here.
Yep, and the entire thing about Charlie Kirk faking his own death has also been a very popular talking point amongst the more loony elements of the left wing.
Really? I haven't actually seen that myself. So obviously, I completely believe they'd believe it.
There was a whole lot, especially immediately after the assassination, where they were trawling through the footage and claiming that there wasn't enough blood on display for him to have died, etc.
His fucking neck exploded!
Yeah.
Fucking what? It was gory! What are you talking about?
Just a blood pack or something, just like fake CGI or
Jesus.
something.
Man, I'm glad I live in the lazy world that can't be bothered to cook up conspiracy theories.
And largely this is... you can explain this very simply, in my opinion. It is the left going, oh shit, yeah, we did just assassinate that man on live television. How do we cope about this? Aha, I know. He's not dead.
Yeah, it's a fake. Yeah.
Yep.
Just like Donald Trump getting shot in the ear was a fake. 2 people died. Totally fake.
Oh god, I've seen the theories around that too. Like some kind of fucking what's that? Bourne, that guy, the superhero.
Yeah, Bourne Identity. Yeah,
that guy. Yeah. Some top level super sniper fucking lined this shit up just to clip his ear.
Yeah, just the right moment. It's like, dude, come on.
Yep, that's the ball's on Trump to order that. Man.
Yeah, I know, right? I would, sir, we can do this. We've got this great sniper. Trust us. He won't hit your head. You know what? I just don't think I'll do that. Actually, I think whatever we're trying to achieve by doing this, we'll try some other way, is what I would do. Because I'm a pussy, and I don't want to accidentally get my head shot off, right? But Trump, Giga Chad Trump is just like, fuck it, we ball. Let's do it, boys. All right, okay. What's the timestamp that I'm moving my head at? Fucking up, they don't get that wrong. Fucking honestly, it's so stupid.
This has become entirely common on the left now, and it is solely because so some of their political commentators, the Hassans of the world, they've long since understood that the ultimate goal of the left wing is violence, and their goal is to purge the right. Obviously, it's part and parcel left-wing ideology at this point.
Yeah.
And so to them, an assassination is simply just something they shut up about, ignore it a little bit, talk about it vaguely or make it once or something.
It's a good thing for them.
Yeah, because this is all intentional. But
we've seen tons, just a quick thing. We've seen tons and tons and tons of leftists cheering Charlie Kirk's assassination. They cheer it openly. They're happy with it. They're proud of it. They want more of it. Luigi Magnoni and all that sort of thing. They want it. This is genuinely where their worldview is going, which is why it makes Dev all the more surprising, really.
Yes. So you've basically got three types of left-wingers. The people who understand that this is the goal, this is the intent of the operation, the Hassans of the world. Then you have the everything is fake and gay that, I swear to God, there are entire articles written on how all of this was a very elaborate hoax.
I mean, it's incredibly elaborate. It's just... have you ever tried to organize anything at scale, just out of interest? Like we did a live event, right?
Not this.
Yeah, we did a live event. 500, well, no, it was 600 people came. We had, like, you know, the hosts and the presenters. A lot of fucking work. Wouldn't want to have to try organizing a live assassination attempt at the same time. Just saying.
No, it sounds like the kind of thing that could go wrong rather easily.
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces, I'd have thought.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, look, what do I know?
And then you have, like, the majority of the casual left-wingers who either are horrified by this, and there was quite an exodus from the left after second political assassination, this successful, and the other attempted in a year's time.
Yeah.
And then there's the people who just need to believe that this didn't happen, because if they believe that this happened, then they've got to understand that there's something seriously wrong with their movement that could radicalize somebody like this.
Well, I mean, it turns out that, frankly, they're all culpable.
Mm-hmm.
So every time, you know, a trans person goes shooting up a school or whatever, well, in some way that they realize that, I'm partially responsible for this in some small way, aren't I? And that's what they try to pin on the right all the time.
I also imagine that they themselves understand that, okay, if this is the level of radicalization that my movement can inspire, how am I assured that I haven't drank the Kool-Aid on this?
I mean, there are probably some who are self-aware enough to think like that. Can't be many, though.
Can't be many, though. Let's see. Do we have an obligatory ad first?
So I want to tell you guys about Shinergy.
We do. This is the problem. This is the issue right here. This is why both you and I are massively shadow banned, because we don't do this, okay? We need to start doing this.
Yeah, just to be clear, right? You know, we are the worst fucking capitalists in the world. You don't get ad reads from us. You don't get any of this. And I'm not. It's not because we're not like, oh no, money bad. It's because we're fucking lazy, right? We can't be bothered to organize fucking sponsors and shit. We can't be bothered to constantly have, oh yeah, no, you know, we did say that on stream. Sorry, were we not supposed to say that? Right? We don't want to have to do that. So what you have to do is click the fucking like button right now to keep us ad-free. Just keep clicking that like button over and over. No, wait, don't do that. Just click it once. But
that's right. Only once. That's kind of important.
Heresy's the question.
How many likes are we on at the moment?
The answer.
Incredibly disappointing 270.
Chat, come on! Or it's Raid Shadow Legends time. You pick. Chat, you pick.
Yep. The only ads I get is when somebody approaches me and I deny like 99% of them because I literally cannot be fucking bothered.
Yeah. I never do any. I'm too lazy.
It's too much effort. Too much stuff. Let's see.
ready?
How long for...
Mare's
Also,
pottery,
I would never
butter-
advance a project that is this close to being named Show Energy. No. Oh man, he's doing the whole like drinking snapshot and everything. Oh, nice. Let's see, where are we? There we go.
Every single person that's even in my DMs and comment section talking about this Charlie Kirk thing. The trial is coming up, y'all, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna try to get you as much information and accurate information. Man, look, if it ain't, the shoe don't fit, you ain't finna catch me at the trial witnessing this, and then I come back and say, yeah, it was all good, and it wasn't. It's not gonna happen from B. Tatum.
Also, the entire trial is going to be a fascinating thing, isn't it? Because, I mean, it's not going to be a trial about whether or not he did it. That's rather self-evident at this point. It's going to be about why.
That's definitely going to be a serious aspect of it. But I don't actually know. I mean, like, I don't know anything really. I've just got what we've been told, but like, I don't know. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what information comes out. But you are right. Motive is going to be a key issue in the trial. You are right about that.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna give you the truth, and
thank God someone's going to give me
common
the truth.
sense tells you a lot of this. But let's see what these people have to say. And this gentleman's name is Caleb Hammer, and his show is kind of funny. I think he gives financial advice. I thought it was all staged, but I guess these people are real. There's
That's funny.
That becomes the genuine question, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Your brain kind of automatically leans towards like this has to be produced and directed. Like, no way he found two people who were like, yeah, well, we'll come on and say this live on air, no problem.
You know, like, I don't know anything about Caleb's production, but like for a sort of single YouTube channel, for a single YouTuber, that'd be a lot of work. Probably is easy enough to just find fucking retards and just let them talk.
Yeah, and I mean, like, a single YouTube channel too. Like, this is, God, how many million subscribers? I mean, these are massive people. These are businesses more so than people.
Well, sure, I don't know how big Caleb Hammer's channel is.
Not to mention as well, like, see, we keep looking at crazy people and think, oh, that doesn't happen very often, but, well, as you mentioned, there was an entire person who made a career on that precise idea.
Yeah, I can believe it does.
There's really people that go on the show knowing they finna get smoked, and they do it anyway. Now,
I wonder how much he pays them.
Yeah, no, I think that has got to be the incentive, right? Either compensation, or if they somehow believe that this isn't going to make them look bad, I guess.
Well, I mean, theoretically, he's also helping them fix their finances, right?
Yeah. And I mean,
so
at the end of the day, like, this entire idea of like, oh, people wouldn't go on the internet to make fun of themselves or to say and do things that would be mocked.
A lot of people will.
A lot of people will. In fact, a lot of people have been very successful at that.
Yeah. Look at what was that guy you made me watch the other day that I had never watched one of his videos and I didn't want to watch another one.
I've repressed this memory.
Hassan Piker friend of Hassan Piker.
I've completely repressed this fucking memory. I can see his face in my head right now.
Yeah, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right?
the one who was cuckolded by his wife, and even did like
exactly
a podcast where the title was literally like cuckolded by or something.
Yeah, that guy.
So simping for that guy. Jesus Christ, why can't I not remember?
I keep wanting to say Leafy, but I'm sure it's not Leafy.
I'm sure it's not Leafy either.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Well, never mind. Apparently my brain has decided this is not relevant information right now.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
But yes, there's a person who has made quite the business out of that.
Now, here's an example of people that follow the people that you know who they follow with this outrageous conspiracy stuff. Roll the clip.
Charlie Kirk's not actually dead.
What?
Which is a great lead-in as well. It's just like, no, it's fine. He's not.
I like cold opens, though. I like cold opens. You just go, yeah, now here's the thing. This isn't true. Everyone's a fucking lunatic. And, I'm out.
Take it from there.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, it's conspiracy theories.
Someone's killed my marriage out here.
Yeah. He doesn't really agree.
I don't know. I saw some video.
He doesn't really agree.
Right, so her husband is not mad, but he married her. So what can he do?
So what can he do? He's going to have to shut up and not long.
I bet she brings up the Erica Kirk stuff, not crying.
Videos a lot on Twitter that day.
What day? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Charlie Kirk
Okay,
died.
that's fake, though. So
You saw some.
So the video's fake. Good to know.
It's impressive prop work, to be honest, if it is.
Honestly, yeah.
People
Did
die
you-
probably. Did
Yeah.
that look like death?
no.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Oh,
It's questionable, dude.
It's questionable. Okay.
Okay, so obviously for YouTube reasons, we can't show any of this, but Yeah.
It's pretty awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember very clearly hearing literally like someone on Twitter was like Charlie Kirk. I was like, what? And so I went and Googled, and the first thing that comes up is the fucking video, and I was just like, holy shit. Like, so fooled me.
Yeah, because I looked at that too, and my first reaction on seeing it was like, okay, yeah, he's gone. That just ripped a solid chunk out of the side of his neck.
Yeah, there are vital things at that part of your neck.
Yes. Vital things that even if they were paramedics right there could not be repaired.
Yeah.
So that was faked. CGI, one presumes.
I've seen people shot. I've been part
You've
of
seen
shootings.
movies.
Oh god, that's a great argument. You've seen movies.
Did that look like
Well,
death?
No.
Well, it's questionable.
Oh,
It's questionable, dude. I've seen people shot. I've been part
You've
of
seen
shootings.
movies. Does that
in
look
the
like
real
death?
world,
That looks more like death than
movies.
the
I don't
Charlie
think
Kirk.
movies are.
Movies look more like death than Charlie Kirk's shooting.
You know what's really interesting, right, is that when people are like shot or stabbed or something like that, there's actually usually a lot less blood than you'd expect.
Are you ready to rut this yellow
Yes.
mare's
You have
flowery
to
buttery
hit
tail?
something really, really vital for a lot of blood to come out, and it can take a lot of time for a significant amount of blood to actually leave the body, because a lot of the blood, it bleeds inside the body, right?
Guaranteed citizen.
You saw this in the Vikram Digwa case, like, and Henry Novak. Obviously, the police should have fucking listened to Henry Novak, but he actually wasn't covered in blood. And so if you go there with this assumption that, oh, he's a racist liar, you can actually see why they just, briefly looked him over and then were like, no, fuck off, mate. Obviously evil, but like, from their perspective, you can kind of see why they didn't investigate further, because I imagine they had a fairly similar opinion on what an actual mortal wound must look like. Hollywood has conditioned everyone to think someone gets shot and blood spurts everywhere. It's like, no, most of the time they just lay down and that's it. They just sort of keel over or concertina in on themselves, and that's it. And there are loads of fucking videos you can watch of people getting shot fatally, and there's hardly any blood. Hardly any.
Yeah. There was the rather viral now on of the police body cam with a black guy hyped on a whole lot of drugs, hurling himself at the police officer. And that guy's pulling the trigger as quickly as he fucking can. Like, he's putting a dozen rounds in this guy, and you don't see anything.
Yep.
And it's the exact same logic of, like, if you smash a window, where does all of the glass go? Does it explode out into the world? No, it goes inside. The same with the blood, the same with the bullets. It's an internal force.
Yeah. Just to be clear, though, I'm not saying that the police have any leg to stand on with Henry Novak. Obviously, as police, if someone says, I've been stabbed, you should take that really, really fucking seriously. You should know that you might not see blood everywhere, blah, 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 right? These are all things police should know. But, like, to an average person, you can kind of see why an average person would be like, well, how is that a dangerous or lethal hit? Because Hollywood has conditioned me to think every mortal wound is like, Rambo or something. It's like, nope, not even slightly.
Mm-hmm. And like the Henry Novak thing too, like, because the problems there was the errors were on so many levels. Because, like, here's the thing too, like, basic police procedure is indeed to handcuff the people when they arrive at the scene. So handcuffing Henry Novak, okay, that's procedure, but they didn't handcuff the other guy. They're supposed to handcuff everybody who's involved in an incident. And again, when somebody says they've been stabbed, you need to check them. Again, standard procedure.
You don't wait 8 minutes. And if he's laying on the floor and he's not really conscious, then even if you can't see the stab wound, again, you'd think as a police officer you'd be trained to know this. Even if you can't see the stab wound, that doesn't mean there isn't one. Just, life is not a Hollywood movie.
And again, they are trained to know this, but as you say, when you arrive on scene, assuming one's a racist, evil, bad guy, that explains basically everything. That explains why they didn't arrest the other party. They didn't handcuff the other party. They made no moves to subdue him. They only made a move to subdue the evil right-winger.
Yeah, the racist was already identified,
Yes.
and that's the true crime.
But also, like, the worst part too is in the Charlie Kirk assassination, he gets hit in a very, like, flimsy area of the body. You do see the blood.
Yeah, you do see a massive spurt of blood. Because it's like, the carotid artery or something.
Yes.
And it's like, man, that's so vital. Don't even know how to explain it, you know what I mean? Like,
But it is.
I'll put it this way.
Can I talk?
When you look at his situation, right?
I do enjoy how he just looked at her and then ignored her.
Yeah.
First off, a man shooting a shot that far away
A man,
has to
he
be
was a child.
has to be very, very, very good. I'll
Maybe
tell
he
you
got
that right
also
now.
just very lucky.
Oh, this is another one too. So we are now in this interesting double world view, right? Where on the one hand, the Trump assassination was staged by an expert sniper designed to clip Trump's ear from God only knows how many hundreds of yards.
Skillful.
Yep. Yet simultaneously, the Charlie Kirk shot, which was not that far and from an elevated position against an open target, is now incredibly difficult.
Yeah, no, I've seen models of the Charlie Kirk shooting, and I mean, it's only a couple of 100 yards with a scope rifle, so that's totally. I could make that shot.
Yes, it's a rifle. The muzzle velocity of those things means that, like, you don't like at this distance. You're not caring about ballistic trajectories. You're not caring about wind. You're not caring about fucking anything. All you really need to do, assuming you've sighted your rifle before firing, is point the crosshair at the target.
Correct.
That's about it. And he also used, like, and again, he didn't didn't stand up there with a 9mm pistol and take a pot shot. He was using a proper, what was it, 303 hunting rifle, I think?
Yeah,
bolt action hunting rifle. Like, yeah, no.
He had every reason to think he'd be able to shoot Charlie Kirk with it.
Yes. So we are now in this fascinating worldview where both of these things are true at once. This was an impossible shot, but clipping Donald Trump's ear was pretty facile.
But is this woman a leftist, though? Does she believe that Trump's assassination was staged?
Are you
I don't know
ready
about
to
that.
rut this yellow mare's fluttery
I'm just saying that in the
buttery
general worldview, we now have both of these interpretations of reality existing simultaneously.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, there are a lot of different interpretations of reality in the general worldview, if we're going to generalize like that, aren't there?
True enough.
Lucky.
But the bullet that was supposedly used would have blown up his
I'll
neck.
say this. I was an
That's like blown up his neck.
It did.
It's like,
I watched it. His neck literally jumped out.
I feel like what they expect is just that the flesh just explodes and decapitates his ass.
Yeah, like he's a ballistic gel dummy or something.
Yeah. And even then,
But either
like,
way, I mean, it did.
yeah, no, you could see it. Like, when you watch the video, it is very obvious what has happened there. Enough on this thing. I don't know if you watched one of the best TV shows ever, Deadliest Warrior, back in the day.
I may have done. Yeah.
It's a very funny show. It's a very funny show.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I
And they
agree that
too-
the Spartan could kill the ninja.
They did a lot of, like, tests on ballistic gel, right?
They did.
And you then begin to see, like, how this works. So, like, you have their own initial force, and it looks quite dramatic. And all of this takes place in under a fucking nanosecond. And then the gel immediately seals back up again. That's the same with the flesh. Like, even the wound puckers inwards to, again, stop the bleeding. For what they're thinking, like the whole exploding body part, you'd need something like a 50 cal, like a fucking literal elephant rifle to do that.
I have fired a 50 cal. I tell you what, that would be the thing that would make you fucking explode.
Yes. Like, you literally need to be utilizing a cannon to get that kind of effect.
Yeah.
And it's a hunting rifle, but the thing about a hunting rifle is it's about having a high velocity, accurate bullet. It's not about, and this is the thing, if it's a hunting rifle, it's not about disintegrating the thing you're shooting.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill a deer, not an elephant.
Like, it'd be a real inconvenience if every time you shot a deer, half of its body was just sent into orbit.
Oh yeah. In fact, I watched a guy who created a ballistic gel of a Tyrannosaurus Rex head, and with a T-Rex, a replica T-Rex skull in it, right? And man, it required some pretty fucking big caliber ammo to kill this Rex, to blow this Rex's fucking head up. You know, like he literally got to like 50 cals and stuff like this, because like, you know, the thing's nose could just take 9mm all day.
Yeah, because the sheer amount of flesh, like, it just gets absorbed,
Yeah.
and then the flesh takes up most of the force, and then the skull deflects the rest.
Exactly.
God, I can't find the T-Rex one, but I remember seeing this done against, like, bears, because there's the common myth, like, if a bear charges you, you've got a pistol, and then he sneezes.
Sorry, yeah, gone.
You're just kind of screwed. And, I mean,
Yeah,
they
you should
showed,
do that a bit.
like, the ballistics of it, and, like, if you hit it just right, then you can penetrate the skull with even, like, a 9mm. The problem is, if you hit, like, here, it bounce off, there, bounce off. You gotta, like, hit the snout and go through the snout bone.
Yeah, I mean, you could get lucky.
Yes.
But you might not.
And you might not. So it's one of those things that you don't really want to bet your life on.
Man, for any people who want to hear about like real life accounts of bear attacks and stuff, there's a channel called Wild World that's amazing, and he's got this really great sort of way of taking you through the story of the bear encounter. And after it, you're just like, I do not want to ever meet a bear. They are awful, awful monsters. Avoid at all costs.
Yep, bears are bad people.
Expert shooter in the military. I scored perfect every single time I've shot a weapon in the military.
The blood
300
didn't
yards,
even stain
25
his
feet forward,
clothes.
whatever, right?
So where is he? Why would he
And-
do this?
So he's so there's
There we go.
theories.
Here we
So
go.
there's
Okay, I'm looking forward to this part. I'm hoping my China idea is brought up.
Okay, can I put money down? I think
Yeah.
it's Epstein's Island.
Epstein's Island? That's a bold prediction.
Well, I'm joking. Obviously, I don't think Charlie Kirk ever went to Epstein's Island, but like, it's not that I think that. It's like I don't know where this conspiracy theory is going. So,
I'm gonna keep my bet on China, honestly. Let's see.
I just can't see it. Like Israel, maybe, but fucking China.
theories.
There's retardation. I don't think there's theories. There's what we call retardation. It's where
Yeah, I agree with this
people
guy.
are literally making up stuff to fit an agenda because they don't have the mental capacity or maturity to digest, diagnose what actually happened.
And again, like, that kind of boils back to what we've been saying. But yeah, no, there's a lot of people who need to protect their worldview. And if they accept shit like this, their worldview becomes difficult to protect.
Correct.
So they rather live in a fantasy world of conspiracies. You know, when that gentleman said, I'm a shooter and I shot in the military, thank you for your service. But I also shot perfect score. I was on the SWAT team in Tucson Police Department. Perfect shooter, 250 on the handgun and perfect rifle shooting. So I'm a proficient shooter too. And I was on a team with a bunch of dudes that knew what they were doing, snipers and everything. There's a thing called possibility and plausibility. Is it plausible that a 308 won't blow through your neck like a piece of paper? The plausibility of that is very low. The possibility of that is a foot. That means that it is possible. It's a very low probability, but it's possible. And I think people got to understand the difference.
And also, like, because it did blow through his neck. Again, if you've seen the footage, you can literally see his neck extend.
Yeah.
Because it's unlikely don't mean it didn't happen. And if you believe it didn't happen, then you need to have an alternative theory or some evidence to back up why it didn't happen. This is the crux of the case in Charlie Kirk's thing, is the 308. And I understand people's questions. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the autopsy, you have to look at the murder weapon, and you have to look at evidence that's presented, and then you have to come to a conclusion of, maybe I have to look at the fact that this is possible because we have no other alternative evidence.
So just a quick thing on this, right?
Hang on.
On conspiracy theories. I've mentioned this before, but there was the guy who broke into the Bilderberg meeting, a journalist broke into the Bilderberg meetings in the 1980s, and he was expecting to hear, oh, this is how we evil conspirators are going to keep the world down, blah, blah, blah. But what he discovered is that actually they basically sounded as scared as anyone else. They weren't in control of anything. They were just desperately trying to keep ahead of events to make sure they didn't lose everything that they had. And he came away from it being like, right, okay, I'm actually way more scared now, because at least if there's someone who's at the head of a conspiracy that's controlling everything, someone is in control. But he said he came away from that thinking, shit, the plane is flying blind and there's no pilot. And that's actually way scarier. It's like, right, there's no one in charge who's in control of things who can just make sure that everything's okay. No. And I think that's why, like, this sort of woman has found herself going down this conspiracy theory rabbit hole, because she's just like, well, someone had to have been behind it, like in a grander scheme, you know, oh, it's a big fake or something, whatever it is. Because otherwise it's like, yeah, sometimes things happen and you've got no control over it, and it's not pleasant.
Yeah. And a lot of this really does boil down to precisely that. So the assumption he is making, Officer Tatum here, is that this has to be something they've rationalized their way to, in essence, that they are thinking, okay, they must have an alternative view of what happened. Not necessarily. In fact, the majority of people who head down these kinds of directions, they simply do so because it protects their own beliefs, their own identity, their own egos. And this is the beauty of indoctrinated English. I've forgotten the word I was going for there. Ideologies. There we go. In that they protect themselves. Once you've built your worldview on a certain set of fundamental assumptions, you have to stick with them.
Yeah.
Particularly with progressivism, this has been extraordinarily effective, because the fundamental assumption of progressivism that has been sent to most people is that progressivism good. We are the good guys. We are the anti-racists, etc., etc. It's all been laced by these countless layers of positive messaging that entraps the normie person, to the point where the Rupert Lowe example from last week is a perfect version of this, where he goes like, well, I have nothing against multiculturalism so long as they integrate. It is because multiculturalism has become the baseline positive assumption, and most people don't understand the true meanings of the word. And so, if you really have to face that and start challenging those assumptions, there's simply too much that needs investigating. There's too many levels of who you are and what you believe that begins to collapse. It's a very clever mechanic.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right.
Also, chat, we've made a great leap forward there. 665 likes now. Thank you very much. We still need to try and get to 1,000, though. So, if you're new...
That's not bad.
If you're new, gently caress the like button, and there will be positive consequences for you in the future.
Mm.
Let him finish.
So he can either his wife, Erica Kirk, was in on it, or...
Well, you won your bet that she mentioned Erica Kirk.
his face on the right there. Just, oh, really, are we doing this?
So either his wife was in on the assassination, which is the worst, I guess, or she was in on faking his assassination.
Yep.
And man, that's got to be quite the setup too. So that must... Okay, logically, that must then mean that they're sitting in a room, goes like, listen, babe, I'm going to have to fake my own death. And she's on board with this. And then also adds that, okay, I'm going to have to be there with the kids so they can be traumatized for life.
No. She was older than him. She came to him and was like, babe, you're going to have to fake your own death because I want to be in charge of Turning Point USA. Then I want to retire and we'll go live in Hawaii or something. That's what happened. That's what she thinks is going to have happened. She doesn't think Charlie Kirk thought of this himself.
Charlie, it's been 10 years. You've had your spotlight. It's time for mine.
Wait, remember, there's a certain kind of woman who thinks the worst of all of the women in all circumstances, which is, yes, base chat, but like also leads them to misjudge things sometimes. And I think this is one of those times.
So, misjudge is a benevolent way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah. I'm a very kind and generous person when I make my assessments of
Yellow
people.
mare's fluttery buttery butt.
Or like in on the conspiracy, and she's in hiding with
So we
him.
got some Candace.
And she's
Not in
hiding with
hiding.
him? Hold on.
But she's not in hiding. She's running Turning Point USA.
Yeah, I'm pretty, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure she's not hiding, or if she is, she's doing a fucking terrible job at it.
yeah, the worst game of hide and seek ever. What are we talking about?
Watchers.
Or yes, 100%. We know it.
What was that?
Or like in on the conspiracy, and she's in hiding with
So we
him.
got some Candace watchers.
Or yes, 100%. We know.
Oh, right. There we go. There we go.
Oh. What the fuck happened to Candace Owen? I'm genuinely confused.
I don't really know, but I enjoy when someone goes down a rabbit hole and just digs in. So I like, just to be clear, chat, I don't know what Candace Owens believes. Right? I don't watch her show, but I see people talking about her, and it's always like I like, just like the complete normie that I am when it comes to these subjects. I just hear it and I'm like, wow, I don't even know how you got to this conclusion. Arch decides to go away for a bit there, I suppose.
I had a cheeky little run to the freezer because I forgot to pick up my pastry.
Right, fatty, go on.
But yeah, no, I watched like a couple episodes of Candace Owens years ago, and she struck me like just a very baseline conservative. That the unique thing was that one, female, and two, black. Okay.
Was she at the Daily Wire at this time?
Maybe that was years and years ago.
Yeah, because she probably was just a normie conservative, which, as you say, the appeal is female and black.
Yes. But I haven't watched any of her future current content. I have only heard the stories, and the stories are fucking mind-blowing.
Oh, I think they're great. And like I said, I completely support when people go down rabbit holes, just to see where it goes. And you know, and the thing I like about it as well is, what if they do dig up something that actually turns out to be true? Right? That's a service.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I support when people go down these rabbit holes. I enjoy it.
I mean, the problem with all of this, the idea of conspiracy theories, is that we've built... We've come into this fascinating situation where, on the one hand, you have access to more information than at any point in human history, incomparably so.
Yeah,
but you also
it's all
have
worthless.
Yeah, and you have more people clamoring to tell you that information than ever before, with a lot of interpretations baked in.
Yeah, it's all fucking worthless.
And this also then intriguingly means that, see, back when we just had, like, the media in, like, the 60s, 70s, 80s, there was a degree of a possibility of exposés, of grand revelations. And because we didn't know a whole lot about what was going on, things like Watergate was huge, even though today, I mean, fuck, Watergate is nothing compared to the shit being pulled every other weekend now.
Even though Nixon was based an hour chud, and we should have defended him, even though I wasn't alive at the time.
And this means then that for all of the information we actually have less than ever reliable, because everybody is so strident on their beliefs. And so you have things that sounds crazy, like, I mean, I still don't know if we're allowed to speak about this on YouTube, but the original theory around the big flu was that it came from a lab in China. And that was, of course, very much so taboo. You can't speak about that. That's
They just so happen to have a lab in Wuhan, the place where the virus came from, that was experimenting on this very virus. And the American government just happened to be paying for it. But no, of course, it has to have come from a bat. fucking duh. What else would it have come from? Yeah, no. What else could it possibly have come from, bro?
Yep. And so you could just get, you could get yeeted off the internet for repeating that myth a little bit too often.
Yeah.
And now it's the position of the government.
Yeah.
So, as they say, the difference between conspiracy theories and reality is 6 months these days.
Yeah. It's so true, though.
Yeah.
Okay. We know. Okay.
We know.
But
You
we
think.
don't
It is known, Khaleesi.
It is known, Khaleesi.
know.
You
We
think.
don't know, but we know.
It's called a think, not a know.
No, we know. So,
I like this woman because she's like, we know. He's like, we think. She goes, we think. She admits. But then he doubles down. We think. It's like, no, now we know again.
Yeah, no, we know. Because what it is we don't like Erica Kirk because she didn't cry enough. And therefore, that's what this really is.
Get sued.
so either his wife, because she's got ties to child trafficking.
Oh, what? Jesus. Fucking does she?
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
Chat, is this real?
Chat, I need confirmation on this accusation.
This is the first I am hearing of it. Thank you. What?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this one.
No, I wasn't. I didn't think it was going there.
Okay,
Fucking
Google.
hell.
Okay, Snopes. This is promising. Is Erica
Oh,
Kirk
yeah.
banned from Romania due to child trafficking?
No, Erica Kirk is convicted of child trafficking, and she is banned from Romania, but she's banned from Romania for overstaying her visa. No, I don't know. I'm making that up, obviously, but that's what I'm expecting from fucking Snopes.
Oh, in September, a rumor circulated on social media that Erica Kirk used no problem. Presumed child trafficking through a charitable project in Romania. Charitable child trafficking.
She's not fucking Hillary Clinton. What the fuck? Or maybe she is, actually. I don't know.
Once again, okay, so I happened across an animation project the other day that was about gay furry Jesus and his gay lover, Judas.
How would you just come across that?
Twitter. It's funny these days. But my first thought was like, I recognize all of those words, but not in this particular series.
Yeah.
And this is the same feeling I get right now. Child trafficking through a charitable project.
Okay. Again, is there any evidence of this?
Let's see. At her point, civil lawsuit, legislative abuse, trafficking remain children home to a U.S. church, which has not accused Kirk of any wrongdoing. Romanian Angels Initiative.
But if she's not been accused of any wrongdoing, why are we accusing her of wrongdoing?
There was no evidence the trafficking allegation was true. Newspaper articles about child trafficking in Romania, the internet use shared alleged as alleged evidence did not contain any mention of Erica Kirk or her organization. Okay, so somebody on the internet at some point just made this shit up.
Fucking even Snopes, the website that is most likely to want to destroy the current CEO of Turning Point USA, is like, no, there's nothing here.
We reached out to Erica Kirk. Hello. Were you trafficking children in Romania a few years ago? The Romanian organization United Hands Romania confirmed they had worked with Erica Kirk and that they were unaware of any allegations against her. Okay, so... Right. Literally just fabricated out of thin air.
Literally schizos on the internet. Got it.
And again, okay, this is the problem with having access to too much information. Sometimes people will just say stuff.
But that is such... Okay, yeah. Just literally made up.
Source,
and when
I
even
made it the fuck up.
Yeah, and chat, just to be clear, just in case you don't know, Snopes fucking hates anything even vaguely right-wing. Hates Christians, hates Charlie Kirk, hates everything. And if Snopes are like, no, there's literally no reference to this anywhere, this is bullshit, then
yes.
I'm going to take that for granted.
if even Snope can't find some way to twist it, then probably pretty safe. Okay.
Poor old Erica Kirk. Husband gets shot, and everyone's like, "Well, that's what you have to be a paedophile trafficker." What? What? Fucking hell! Should have cried at his funeral, bitch.
But, okay. As we continue our descent, right? So, Erica Kirk involved in child trafficking in Romania. We still don't know how this connects to Charlie Kirk faking his assassination, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Good point.
She does.
Based off of
The work she did with children. She was kicked out of, what was the country? She was kicked out of the country for it.
No, she
Yeah.
wasn't.
So
That country.
you got to know this, dog.
it was like Slavia. Where is it? Where is it?
Slavia. The nation of
Yeah.
Slavia.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing that's literally politically impossible to ever come into existence. Imagine if the Slavs all did have a single nation state. Holy shit.
And we tried that. Oh, God. The
that
casualty
would be-
numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
God forbid.
And that wasn't even all of them. That was just a small number of them in the Balkans. These people hate each other more than anything.
God damn. That is the nightmare scenario. I will take anything over that. I will sacrifice any number of children or Erica Kirks to prevent another Slavia. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, sorry. She was talking about the United Nation of Slavia. Let's continue.
What was the
Slovenia?
country? No, there was a country that she
Oh, he fucking says it! Romania! He's right! That was the... And she's just like, no! God.
She knows, man. She knows what she's talking about. A woman is speaking. Listen and believe.
did like
Ukraine?
Was it Ukraine? No, it wasn't Ukraine. She did. Don't look at me like that. I'm legit.
I
Like,
mean, we just name all the.
I'm just waiting to get
I know.
or
I'm
something.
trying to remember the country, but she was kicked out of a country. She was doing like adoption work for little kids that don't have parents, and they were
These
going
people
missing.
fucking Google. Like, they've got computers in front of them. Just fucking Google it. It's pariah misery.
I guess that would defeat the point.
Sure, it would be
And so
far
she-
less entertaining if they did that.
She was kicked out of the country.
Y'all, this is what the comment section sound
Bro,
like.
she's not Andrew 10. She's not Andrew Tate, is she? For fuck's sake, like. Just kidding. I don't think Andrew Tate has actually been actually convicted of anything, to be honest.
People, they come up with these things and they go, Erica Kirk was in on it. I don't know how she was in on it. I just think she was in on it.
Well, okay, so they're right. So this woman has clearly, she saw this tweet, or somebody repeated this tweet in an
No, it was
authoritative manner.
It was on Candace Owens, man. It must have been on Candace Owens.
Probably. So somebody said this, Candace Owens, possibly, in an authoritative manner. Listen, Erica Kirk was kicked out of Romania for her work with child adoption and child trafficking. Like, kids were going missing. And she absorbed this information in like a secondary fashion. So what she heard is Erica Kirk bad, child trafficking bad. And the details are somewhat fuzzy.
Erica Kirk equals trial trafficking. Case closed.
Then they have to create another theory because they have no evidence and they have no motive. So they got to go, she was a part of a sex trafficking ring.
Oh, no. A charitable child trafficking ring. Mm.
Yeah. You know, weirdly enough, though, the Clinton Foundation actually was part of that. There's currently a woman called Laura Silsby who's in jail at the moment for child trafficking kids out of Haiti, who used to work for the Clinton Foundation, or the, whatever, I can't remember the name of it now. But it's one of Hillary Clinton's fucking, I think it was the Clinton Foundation, actually. So it's not that doesn't happen. It's just, I don't think it was Erica Kirk.
Where is this happening at? Yeah, people say it, but there's no real
Slavia,
tangible
mate.
Slavia.
She already told us where it's happening.
evidence that she was a part of any of this stuff. It's people that's taking a little bit of truth here, a little bit of truth there, and they put it together and make a theory.
That's weird because there's zero truth in that, right? Literally, what is true about anything she said here?
Well,
I suppose maybe that she did do some charity work in Romania.
Yeah, like the existence of a charity in Romania that Erica Kirk worked with, and that Romania is a country, or Slavia, depending on.
Ever tried to present this to court or anywhere, people would laugh them out of the courtroom.
But fortunately, the court of public opinion is far more interesting.
Way more open.
Reality in a world that we live in, that's reality. You cannot make astronomical, outrageous claims without evidence.
I think you will find, sir, that we most assuredly so can.
It's literally that Simpsons episode where Lisa's like, "Dad, you can't start the car." He's like, "It works." It's like, yeah, no, you absolutely can. No, what you mean is you shouldn't do these things. My God, should you not do these things?
Or you will be including in a lawsuit somewhere because you defamed somebody.
Oh God. I wish defamation suits were more fucking common, man.
Well, I mean, we probably shouldn't wish for that, just FYI.
I know, but like, oh my God.
We do talk about people a lot of the time.
Well, okay. All right. So the basis, the supposed legal basis for a defamation lawsuit is saying somebody demonstrably false about somebody that would cause the general public to think ill of the person. Now, this is obviously extraordinarily loose because this was invented in the fucking 1600s. When this was talk about fucking, public speaking or talking about the fat wench in the court or whatever.
Yeah.
And so this would require a fair bit of refining for the modern day, but in a world where one's personal appearance, one's face, one's outward view and reliability and veracity, like to be trusted in the public day, especially on like social media, etc., is such a big deal. It's literally entire careers formed around it. It would be nice to have some sort of protection against just wild nonsense.
Yeah, it would.
Well, I wouldn't mind legalizing dueling again.
The problem is, the person slandering you could be 10,000 miles away.
Well, he's just going to have to fucking hop on a plane then, I guess.
What are we doing? Call of Duty Deathmatch or something?
I mean, listen, we've got modern protective gear. We could quite easily have two people, give them large swords, and have them whack at each other until one party surrenders.
Yeah.
Now, I admit, this is, it's open to some minor exploitation here and there. Some of the, what's the name of that Icelandic guy?
Oh, who played the Mountain?
Yes.
I just call him the Mountain.
Just call him the Mountain. The Mountain. There we go. Right. Okay. So I admit that if we instituted my idea, then this man would become the foremost intellectual on the planet.
Yep.
But is that such
or at least he'd
thing?
be the man with the best reputation, wouldn't he?
Yes.
You can say something negative about him? No, I am absolutely not.
The man has never spoken a lie in his life. These fucking traps are larger than my biceps, I swear to God.
Yeah, it's like
Jesus
my legs.
Fucking Christ. Although I'm very intrigued by Ethan Klein's recent lawsuits. So obviously the one against...
They're terrible, though.
Many of them are the socialist prostitute. Fuck me. Denims, there we go. But that one got thrown out of court recently because, well, it was a terrible fucking suit. It was resting entirely on the idea that she said that you should watch her stream and not the content bomb, which is, okay, that is one violation of fair use, as in, is the product a replacement for the original product? But fair use rests on multiple cases, and you can't just go like, well, this is one violation. No, it has to be multiple. It has to be overall. Yeah.
And reaction content is it's canonically fair use at this point in US law. There's just no getting around. I mean, my Aquila case was quoted in her defense. I told everyone this is going to be precedent going forward, by the way. So you're welcome. But Ethan shouldn't have done it. He should know he wasn't going to win that.
Yes, that was clearly just like a scattershot thing, because the other cases spoke in Denim's favor. Was it transformative? Yes, she's sitting in her room, reacting to it, talking to it. It's obviously transformative. Could it be mistaken for the original content?
No.
No. And
but that, unfortunately, isn't one of the legal standards.
Yes, and so the single case of, is it attempting to replace the original product? Yes, does not outweigh the other two. So it was a weak suit.
Also, it can be plausibly argued any amount of interaction on her part, which does transform it, isn't a substitute for the original content anyway, even if she says that.
Yes, so basically, Ethan's lawyers would have to argue pure intent on that single point, which is, again, very, very weak. Now, the current lawsuit against the person whose name we've both fucking spaced. I'm trying to Google this now to remind myself, and it's just not happening. But that guy, he had alleged that Ethan Klein was abusing his children. Because that was a whole part of the massive drama around Ethan Klein back then when all of his left-wing friends turned on him. And he didn't say it himself. He kind of like mentioned somebody else saying it and then kind of tacitly offered his approval of that idea. And so Ethan Klein is suing him. God, I wish I could remember this motherfucker's name. Over defamation. iDubbbz, thank you, chat. Jesus Christ.
My computer just had a complete spaz there. Say that again. I didn't get any of that.
Oh. So the other guy that Ethan Klein is suing is iDubbbz, whose name chat finally provided.
Oh, that's the guy, yeah.
Yes. Because iDubbbz had covered...
What's that case?
Yeah, because iDubbbz was covering when all of the left-wing people turned on Ethan after he got rid of Hassan Piker. iDubbbz had watched accusations from some of the other streamers that Ethan had been abusing his children. And he didn't specifically state it himself, but he was like, well, yeah, that sounds like it might be plausible. Like, tacitly suggested that it sounded like he would have.
All right, well, I think that Ethan has a stronger case there.
Yes. So he's launched a defamation lawsuit against iDubbbz. And, crucially, he's launched it in the Canadian court system.
Interesting.
As Canadian defamation laws are significantly broader and also stricter.
It's going to be really hard to argue that I wasn't trying to make people think worse of him over a lie.
Yes.
So you're going to either have to prove that it's fine for people to think you're a child molester, or you have actually molested your children. Good luck, iDubbbz.
So, in Canada, all you need to do to prove defamation is prove that the statement is defamatory, so it could make people think less of you, which is pretty obvious here. Prove that the statement is false, which would also be pretty easy here. And thirdly, prove that the statement has been communicated to a third party. And on a fucking stream...
Wow, it's broadcast on the internet, yeah.
Yes.
Right, so actually Ethan's got a bit of a slam dunk there, it sounds.
Yes. Obviously, all legal cases are, at the end of the day, going to be up to the judgment of the judge or the jury or whatever they're going to use, of course, so nothing is ever certain.
But in this one, it's much stronger than the Denim's one.
Yes, much, 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 much stronger. So it's an interesting little case he's got going there. And I mean, if this goes through, I might have a certain Norwegian games newspaper I might want to accuse of some shit in Canadian courts.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't accuse you of being on Epstein's Island.
That's true. That's true.
The one thing they didn't accuse you of, Arch.
Yes. So I don't know, like some sort of defamation protection against people, because it is true there are people who just make shit up, just full on, and it like I don't. The other argument would be that it should be up on the platforms to try to police this, but that's an endless fucking hellhole too.
What's the bit of legislation that takes it off the platform? Can't remember what the law is. There's a particular law in America and over here, that makes it the person's problem rather than the platform's
publisher instead of platform.
Yeah. And that was one of the arguments against the platform doing any kind of political moderation. So you're a platform, you don't get to do that. Otherwise, I get to sue you when someone posts something defamatory about me on your platform.
Yeah. Now, the problem with that one is, though, that the platforms will argue that they are both publishers and platform in the same fucking legal case.
Well, take the platform things away as long as they remain a publisher, I would say.
Yeah.
Platform immunities away.
And that's another fucking reform as well, because in reality, because the only reason why this flies is basically because of boomer judges who doesn't understand what the lawyers are speaking to them about here.
Yeah.
As, I mean, YouTube is in violation of every fucking law there imaginable, because they're supposed to be a pure publisher to not be liable for legal actions against them. And yet we know, of course, due to the very existence of the algorithm defeats their argument.
Not just that, the monetization standards. Oh, we don't want our advertisers don't like, that's too fucking bad. The advertisers don't get a fucking say on that. You know, the law is you're a platform, you can't editorialize.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's something you should be. I mean, honestly, it would be nice if Trump would just, or someone in the future would just like get to grips with that and just like, no, this is the way it's going to be. End of story.
The problem is, like, nobody understands that because we don't have any YouTubers in power yet. We need to get some YouTubers in power. Because
YouTube, right?
In reality, YouTube should simply just be a flat ecosystem where the channels are recommended based on a very, very lightweight algorithm along the lines of, okay, well, you watched this video on people being hunted by bears. Would you like to watch more videos about people being hunted by bears?
Would you like to watch a video about people being raped by bears? No.
Yeah.
God, no.
And occasionally throw out a wild card like that. So I see you like bears. Would you like this bear sex video? It's from a game called Baldur's Gate.
I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. And specifically, the only reason is because I know the people who developed it hate me. And I'm not giving them my money.
That's true.
Or my time or my attention. Just as a quick aside note there. Has anyone noticed that the YouTube video algorithm, the For You algorithm, is total dog shit these days?
Oh, of course.
It's really weird. Like, it never gives me anything I actually want to watch. It's really fucking annoying. And I'm like, hang on, has it always been like this? I was thinking about it, it's like, no, I used to, like, just draw it up and it'd be like, oh, here's a video about something. Oh, great, that sounds interesting. And I'd watch it. And it's either that I have watched every fucking video worth watching on YouTube, which I don't think is the case. I don't actually watch that much YouTube anymore. Or the YouTube algorithm is just shit now.
I've long since given up on my algorithm. And you can tell that it's like waves and changes because sometimes it's better, then it gets worse, and a little bit better, and then it gets way worse again.
It's too reactive to what I've already watched. Like, it's like, you watched, like, I watched an Allspecs Tactics video about how, the new rules in 11th edition work. Do you want to watch a billion more videos on the same subject? No, I don't. Of course I fucking don't. I've already watched the video I need to watch to find out the information I was looking for. Why would I want more of the same and the same and the same? Give me different subjects, for fuck's sake. You know, whatever. Like, it's so weird. It's in fact, it's really dumb. It's like it's a really, like, You would think with AI, the algorithms would be getting smarter, but they're not. They're getting worse. Like, go back to just giving me fucking random videos for the love of God.
And it's largely because the algorithm is attempting to massage itself, because at the very bottom of it, it would be very simple to just have an algorithm that suggests the things you'd like to watch on a broad spectrum, but that would complicate moderation.
You know, I don't even know how much of it is about moderation anymore, because, like, a lot of things go on YouTube now. And so it's like, right, you know, we're not in the Susan Wojcicki era anymore. It's weird that she's died, isn't it? Fucking weird that she's passed on. But we're not in the Susan Wojcicki era anymore. The SJWs aren't actually driving the cultural zeitgeist. I do think less of it is about moderation now. Unless you're going on about Israel, and then it is about moderation, by the way. Just for anyone going on about Israel out there. It genuinely seems to just be that it's shit.
Yeah. And it's very difficult to determine exactly what part of it does what. That's the biggest issue.
Oh, yeah. Just give me videos I want to watch. Is it that hard?
It is.
It's honestly, it's just like fucking Games Workshop, man. Just like Games Workshop. It's like YouTube. You've been doing this since, 2006? It's been 20 fucking years, and you've got the world's worst algorithm right now, in the year of our Lord, 2026. It's like Games Workshop. You've been doing this game for 40 years. Why does your game suck? Creative Assembly. You've been doing it since 20 fucking years. Why do your games suck? Like, what is wrong with you people? How are you failing?
How are they failing?
Oh, it's insufferable.
Also, chat, we are very close to today's goal. Only 52 more likes. So please, if you're new here and you haven't clicked the like button ready, get us over the finish line. Chat.
Like the stream.
Well, happy
the
boys.
Algorithm gods demand it. They literally demand the sacrifice of you liking the stream.
Of your time and effort.
Yeah.
Because you
just
heard
another thing. Before we go on, did you watch that Theology of 40K video?
Not yet.
Oh, it's very good. Very, very good. He's got a thesis in it that I'd like to explore at some point, but I won't go through it yet if you haven't watched it.
From something you heard from something you heard. All right, here's another clip. It gets crazier. Roll it.
So
it gets worse.
Okay.
Erica Kirk.
Yeah, boy, go on. Yeah. Hey, what is worse than that?
I'm alleging.
You're a convicted child trafficker.
Yeah. Kicked out
banned
of
from Romania for trafficking children. Somehow this is worse.
Oh, now you're alleging.
Is a child ringleader.
She's in on it.
And Charlie didn't die because of that?
No. So she's okay. So was basically his handler. And
okay, so she was his handler, right?
Not the Chinese, you're BTFO'd.
Well, she could still be a Chinese agent, unless we're alleging that she was smuggling children on behalf of the Slavian government.
Slavian Epstein network.
There's two different theories. Okay, so either she was his handler, he found out about all her bullshit.
Aren't they just?
Oh, she had him killed.
Well, I thought you said he faked his death.
Yeah, but we're on a lot of different levels of I don't know right now.
Like what did? Okay, yeah.
It's getting complicated. Okay, so Charlie Kirk discovered that his wife was smuggling Slavian children in charitable child trafficking, and so she had to silence him. Okay,
by faking his death.
I mean, that makes logical sense, assuming everything else is true.
But why didn't she just kill him?
Wouldn't get as much out of it, I guess.
But she got all of Turning Point USA when he was murdered.
Yeah, but that's why she had to, kill him in public, I guess.
But it's not. I thought it was fake. I don't know what's happening.
Just like a classic Christian couple, like
no.
Thanks.
Kind of what he was preaching.
Well, in the video where he's being shot, it wasn't actually him. It was a hologram.
Oh, come on! Come the fuck on! They carried out a hologram, did they?
A fucking hologram. Come now.
This is cope, man.
We don't even have this fucking technology.
But they were carrying out a body, and it's a holographic body that they were carrying.
Okay, we're just fucking sci-fiing this shit now, are we?
Yes, we are. It's like a holodeck, Arch. They turned off the safety protocols.
Yep.
There's a trap door. There was a trap door.
Oh,
So the
But you
hologram
don't
got...
actually believe this. You're just having fun with this.
No, I believe this. I believe one of two theories. That's one of the...
Okay, so there was a trapdoor on stage in front of hundreds of people. Nobody saw him fall through this trapdoor.
there are multiple angles of the shooting.
Yep, this all happened because when he was falling through the trapdoor onto a nice plushy mattress underneath, a hyper-advanced hologram capable of operating in full daylight blinked into view to cover him falling in under the trapdoor.
I think that maybe Candace Owens doesn't have the most well-rounded theory on this.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Okay, hold on. Would there even be... Okay, so... Let me see. I gotta... Fuck, where is the goddamn... Okay, right there. That's not a great angle, but it'll work. So... Wait, trapdoor where? There's no... Where...
Yeah, there's nothing... It's on a low level of ground. I mean, like...
Yeah, it's on the ground. That's the grass right there.
In fact, if you look at it, it's kind of like shaped like an amphitheater.
Yeah, so like that's the stage. That's
It's
just
the lowest
a table.
part.
Heresy's the question.
And all the
Why
things
is
going
the
out
answer?
go up. So you can see down at the bottom in the middle, like an amphitheater stage.
Yes, so
I
he
assume
was
it's done that way to catch the vocals.
Yeah, so he was he wasn't even like on a stage. He was sitting on maybe like a crate or something.
He was sitting on a chair.
Yeah, but that chair was like a slightly elevated above the boards. Maybe they removed the tables in front of him?
There was a table in front of him, yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, no, he was literally just sitting on like a slightly elevated platform there, on like a crate or something, as he's raised up, and then on the chair. So, where the fuck's the trapdoor?
The trapdoor didn't go down very far, I guess.
It's a very fucking shallow trapdoor. Okay, so Charlie Kirk didn't fall through a trapdoor. He laid down on the ground in a pre-dug dent in the ground, I guess. After which the holograph from, again, the fully lighted tent with the multiple cameras pointing at it, blinked into view to cover his escape.
Exactly the position he was in, so nobody could tell.
I don't know if I believe this.
Yeah, I'm not convinced, weirdly. Weirdly, I'm actually not totally blown away by this theory.
It's a challenging theory. Challenging theory. Also, another challenge that was cleared with gusto. Chat, you reached 1,000 likes. Thank you, chat. Thank you very much.
Chat, you didn't reach 1,500 likes yet. Oh, fucking hell. Why are we constantly disappointed by our chat?
But you should
God,
have the gold
come
medal.
on. Well, yeah. 2,000 likes? Chat, where are my 2,000 likes?
Need more. It's the one thing YouTube gives a shit about. And it really does, too. Like, you can... I know, chat. I know it's annoying. I know it's the annoying YouTuber telling you to press the fucking dumbass button, but it works.
No, chat. We're fucking gamers. We're going to gamify this system, right?
Ooh.
What we're going to do is become the largest stream on YouTube just by gamifying the system. We're going to game the system. All we have to do is collectively just like, if you've got a second YouTube account, log in. I'm going to log in on my YouTube account actually and go and like it as well. Right? We're going to get like an unusual, a suspicious number of likes just because our chat is based and understands how games work. Right? And then people can be like, how is this happening? But exactly. How is this happening? You'll never know. Come on, chat, we can do this.
Gaming the system. I like it. I like it. I shall use that from now on.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's theory number one. So to summarize, Erica Kirk was trafficking children in Slavia. Charlie found out, and so he had to die. And
but she faked his death. He didn't die.
well, I'm assuming that's theory number two. I don't fucking know.
I have no
The theories.
idea.
I don't believe he's actually dead.
Okay, so here we go. All right, so that was theory one, that she assassinated him. And here's theory two, where he's alive.
Okay, and the other theory would be.
Well, I've got.
Well, now I understand why you guys can't talk about things because you guys are like scary with your brain.
Oh, hey, hang on. What? I don't think we should blame his boyfriend here. The boyfriend is clearly credulous about this, and it's just like, well, look, man, I want to get laid. I can't go too hard against all this, can I?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the door. There was a trap door. They covered the trap door up, right either that night or the next day.
Okay, we're back to the trapdoor again, which again I find challenging.
Why is there no video evidence of it?
I doubt that's the cover-up people.
The cover-up people.
Checkmate, Caleb.
But name them. Name the cover-up people. Were they the Chinese, Israel, Slavia? Oh God, maybe
Slavia. Yeah.
Maybe this is a step in the plot to establish Slavia. Oh God, no.
This is like the greatest Slavia project.
Like, listen, the first Slavia already caused one, and one could easily argue 2 world wars, plus the rise of socialism. Can we not? Holy fuck.
No, this is what Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine is. We unite the Slavs in Russia and Ukraine, and then we unite the Slavs in all around the world. Poland is desperate to join United Slavia, you can tell.
Like, listen, the first time we tried Slavia, we produced like 20 million dead in World War I, another like 30, 40 in 2. This is a really bad idea.
It's just never going to fucking work. Like, in what universe are the Poles going to join the Russians for anything? Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or the Bosnians work hand in hand with the Serbs and so on.
Oh, God, yeah. Anyway, United Slavia.
Yeah, the cover-up people. What would you call them? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Just like, who are they? What's the reasoning?
The CIA.
So where's
The CIA?
Now the CIA is behind it.
Fuck, that was I didn't even go there.
No,
The
I didn't think the American
CIA.
government was involved at all, somehow.
So the CIA, right? So the CIA has gone just full rogue at this point, which, to be fair, and
I believe, but for other reasons.
yes.
You ignorant slut.
So the CIA, are we still in the assassination or faking his death? I don't know, but the CIA decided to kill Charlie Kirk to cover up Erica Kirk's child trafficking.
Hang on, if the CIA are involved, I believe there's a real assassination now.
Yeah, okay. So
It's not like they don't do that.
So we're erring on the side of they killed him to cover up the child trafficking ring now, the charitable child trafficking. Okay, you know what? We're leaning closer to your theory about Epstein's Island here.
Yeah.
Okay.
where's he now?
In hiding.
She thinks
Fuck, no, he's alive.
Why?
Fuck, I can't keep track.
But why would he be in hiding?
Guantanamo Bay.
Why would he want to hide the reasoning?
The CIA.
So where's he now?
In hiding.
She thinks it's
Why?
Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay? Okay.
Why would he
Guantanamo
want to
Bay.
hide?
Guantanamo
He was
Bay?
very
But
successful.
there are people because
Why
they were
would he
going to
wanna
kill
be
him.
hiding?
They
Well, I
were going
will
to kill
say
him.
some of the
They were gonna kill. Okay, so hold on. I'm losing track here. The CIA faked his death to put him in hiding because they wanted to kill him.
No, because someone wanted to kill him.
Someone wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I assume.
Okay.
But why Guantanamo Bay?
So this. Okay, right. So Erica Kirk wanted to kill Charlie Kirk to cover up her child trafficking. The CIA wanted to prevent this because they too knew that the rise of Greater Slavia was a terrible idea.
It's a terrible danger too.
The CIA faked Charlie Kirk's death with the holograms and the non-existent trapdoor in the grass, and is now hiding him away in Guantanamo Bay to protect him from Erica Kirk. Jesus, this has layers.
It does.
This has fucking layers.
But I'm getting ChatGPT to work out just how powerful Greater Slavia would be. And if this is what needs to be done to prevent the rise of Greater Slavia, then I back it, okay?
Yeah, no. There's quite literally no action I will not endorse to prevent the rise of Greater Slavia.
And you are right, isn't it? Like World War One and Two are kind of responsible. You know, you can put it on the sort of Greater Slavia project.
The rise of the most effective form of socialism as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it took us like 70 years to get over the although we're still dealing with the consequences of the last time we tried to make Greater Slavia.
So just to be clear, Greater Slavia would be about 270 million people.
Ooh.
That's pretty big.
World War. It'll lead to one World War at least, probably a knock-on one. The end of the previous active warfare phase of Greater Slavia created the invention of the atom bomb. I
kind of want to play Crusader Kings 3 now and create Greater Slavia.
Greater Slavia.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
$5.25 trillion would be the combined GDP of Greater Slavia.
We must prevent the rise of Greater Slavia at all costs.
I mean, that's only about twice as much as the British economy, to be honest. No, it's not. It's about 4 times as much.
All part of
three and a half times. But anyway, it's pretty big though. Greater Slavia would be a powerful state.
What plan?
Israel.
The plan with Donald Trump and all. So it all plays into each other.
Okay, so he brings up Israel. Let's see if he's right.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
so we are under a military operation right now.
my.
Okay. Yeah, no, this fits the military operation to prevent Greater Slavia. Okay.
Were you a part of this?
No.
Okay,
So-
I think he might have some insight if this was a thing.
So all of these things, like the Charlie Kirk stuff, like the celebrities, all of it
Dude,
goes.
she's bash insane. You married her?
So ChatGPT is starting to warn me now. It's starting to get suspicious. I'm like, what size military do they have? They'll combine. And ChatGPT's like, you're not trying to create Greater Slavia, right? I was like, how did you know? It didn't say that. I'm joking.
Let me tell y'all, like, y'all think this woman, God is my witness. When I'm in the comment section, people literally sound just like this. They just...
God, I'm glad my comment section doesn't sound like this. I've never seen this, ever.
No. Just to be clear, though, Greater Slavia would have 2.7 million active troops.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's about the same. I mean, China's only got 2. The US only has 1.3 million.
Like, chat, the worst Fed posting I've ever seen out of you guys pale in fucking comparison. I fear to urge you to step up your game, but at the same time, we're losing. We're losing the crazy war.
make up stuff. It was an exploded microphone. There's an autopsy that has already been done on the record. And let me just tell you this.
Yeah, but the CIA could fake the records. Come on now. Come on now.
Can't trust that.
We'll find out in the trial. But the defense...
Well, no, we won't. You think the trial is going to be like so? Your Honor, I allege that Charlie Kirk wasn't assassinated at all. Oh.
I almost will guarantee you guys that the defense is not going to make this argument.
Safe assumption.
They are not going to argue that Charlie Kirk was killed with an exploding microphone. They're not going to make the argument that there was a trap door. They're not going to make an argument that somehow there's another murder weapon used.
I tell you what, I wish politics was this easy to predict.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, honestly.
Who's going to win the next election? I wish I could, just slam down predictions like this. What an easy job.
Is going to be sympathy. They're going to try to humanize Tyler Robinson.
Fucking good luck. I mean, I think I'd go for the Greater Slavia argument, honestly. Like, I don't know. Okay. If my choices are between trying to humanize the weird furry who assassinated the beloved conservative, or he's not really dead, therefore it wasn't murder, I don't know.
Or he was bringing about Greater Slavia and had to be stopped.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I might go for option B on that one.
Yeah.
They're going to try to make it seem like he was not in his right state of mind, which means that it was.
To be fair, that's a good argument. Yeah, they can just bring up his fucking browser history for that.
Yeah. Look at the people he was talking to.
Wasn't something that was as grossly.
Your Honor, he'd watched 200 hours of Assange videos. Okay, thrown out of court. The man was crazy.
Your Honor, he had 5,000 hours of furry porn videos under his belt. Fucking hell.
God.
Definitely mad.
Negligent or is grossly murderous as we know it to be. They want to make it seem like over time he was manipulated and he was going through a hard time and he was influenced by this Lance Twiggs person, and this is not his character and who he is. Not so he can be found innocent, it's so they can have sympathy so he don't get the death penalty. That's what this is about.
Dude,
the defense is not
the death penalty.
Yep, that's the easiest way.
Going to argue that it's not his gun. The prosecution is saying we have DNA evidence of his DNA on the gun, the rounds, the etching. They found evidence at his house when he was living with little Twigs. They got him admitting to it. They got him talking about.
But what if Charlie Kirk isn't actually dead?
Yeah. We haven't considered that, have we? It can't be a murder if nobody's actually dead.
Yeah, no victim.
Discord. They got witnesses who saw him on the roof shoot.
God, the fact that furry Discord memes are now going to be used as court evidence is just what happened to the world.
The thing is, right, so I'm not so shocked about all that, because obviously anything people do will eventually have to interface with those among them who become criminals, right? So it's inevitable that this sort of stuff, once it comes into existence, becomes part of live legal cases.
Oh, yeah, true.
Shoot Charlie Kirk. They have surveillance video of him getting on the roof, jumping down from the roof. They have video surveillance of him running behind a house, dumping the gun, running out to the street. They have all of that evidence. They have video of it. He was identified by his own parents. He turned himself in at the assistance of his own parents. So the defense is not arguing any of these things, y'all. The reason why they didn't want to televise
about all of this.
He's right.
Because they want him to have an opportunity for people to have sympathy on him. The defense knows if this is public, it's going to be quite obvious that this kid is a nut.
I know. Okay, right. You know what? So obviously, back in the day, there was a very good argument for having being nutty putty to be mitigating circumstances. If a person is crazy, we can't punish him because he isn't technically responsible for his actions because he's insane.
Yeah, but we do have asylums, so that's where he's going.
However, in the modern world, I don't know if I like this excuse anymore because it is far too often weaponized.
Well, it's just, no. It doesn't make any sense even on its own terms. If you have an asylum system where you'll never get access to the public, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, he's too crazy to be tried and found guilty. Send him to the asylum. If you've abolished all the fucking asylums, then it's like, okay, well, he's crazy, throw him back in society. It's like, no. That's not what that's for. Like, crazy people should not just be released back into the wild.
Yes. And even this system only works if we are actively going through our population looking for these individuals specifically to sequester them away from wider society.
Correct.
Instead, this has now simply become a way to excuse the actions of very specific individuals, as this doesn't go the other way.
Well, no, but it becomes worse, because, like, saying, oh, this guy was mad, therefore he can't be found guilty of a crime. So, okay, but this guy's mad is the reason he can't be allowed into society, right? Like, you can't, like, that has, in the modern era where there are no asylums, madness has to be essentially considered a crime.
Are you ready to
Yes,
rut this
it must be viewed as a crime, and we try to view it differently, as just a mental illness that we could then treat, etc., but we're no longer in a position where we really have the resources, the time, or the intellectual honesty to do that.
Yeah. And that's the thing that really counts, the intellectual honesty here.
Yes. And also, I mean, we then also, of course, obviously get into the double standard of it, where, in fact, just today, one of the leaders of the Rotherham rape scandal was released, I believe.
I know. Yeah. He's the guy who stood up in court and said, fuck white people, we're the master race. And people are like, well, that's not a hate crime.
I'm trying to find the tweet I saw of this, but I can't find it right now. But
also, really, the Pakistanis are not. Sorry.
Yep.
Go on.
He was given a 22-year sentence, which is already pretty mild for I don't even know how many dozens of counts of rapes.
Oh, no, it's something like 30 girls he's guilty of raping.
Okay,
trafficking.
So 30 victims, and then God only knows how many individual counts on top of that.
Yeah.
22 years in jail. He served 12 and was then released.
Yeah. Because remember, he's not really a criminal. He's really a victim of society.
Yes. And this is the argument that was made unironically in the Austrian courts as well. And it's like, okay, we clearly don't have an effective punishment system anymore, nor do we have an effective deterrent. Because to everybody else in his community who sees this, they're now going to understand that even if by some miracle the police is forced through public outrage to catch you, you'll serve half the sentence that will already be lenient to begin with.
Yes, that's true.
And that's even assuming you will be convicted, because there's always also the excuse that, well, the crime is too heinous. The Western mind cannot comprehend. Therefore, you are clearly insane.
And not just that as well. Oh, it's my culture. I didn't know any better. Is actually a defense. There was a guy from Bangladesh who the other day, his defense argued, well, it's normal in his culture for them to rape children. It's like, right, that seems pretty racist. Like, is that normal? Is it normal in Bangladesh for adults to rape children? And if it is, why do we have open borders with that fucking country?
Yes, shouldn't this have been something that should have been addressed at his asylum hearing, maybe?
Well, he wasn't an asylum seeker. He was just legally let in because we're mad. But this should surely inform our border policy then, right?
Yes,
you would think.
There should be a part of the asylum or immigration policy that asks certain questions like, do you rape children for recreational purposes in your country? And if the answer is yes.
If you're from Afghanistan.
Yes. I don't like the entire asylum excuse anymore now. If they're saying, okay, we need asylums, and at that point we also need to actively look at our population to lock these people away before they can predate upon the rest of the populace. It's the only way this works.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't be just leaving madmen in the community and expecting nothing terrible to happen. Sorry, don't know why you thought that would work.
Yeah. and we can then start defining insanity, I guess, which will be our next interesting move, as, this video has certainly given us a wonderful example of some insanity.
Well, again, I mean, but this woman isn't insane. That's the thing. She just believes things that are probably not true. Right? But she's not mad. She's not going to hurt someone, probably, I assume. Like, she probably leads a normal day-to-day, right? So she's not mad. She just believes things that are just probably not true in a really sort of like a really certain way.
Yes, she's having a woman moment of absolute confidence.
Yeah.
And like many woman moments, absolute confidence is often utilized when it's the least fitting.
Yes.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the entire reason, half of the reason she got into this was Candace Owens, and she's like, okay, well, this all sounds really fun. This is an entertaining podcast. But then she started telling her husband about that, and her husband did the dumbest thing imaginable. He looked at her and said, "You're wrong."
Yeah.
Which forever reinforced her position.
Well, he might have actually gone further and been like, okay, honey, blah, blah, and just kind of tried to play it off. But then that's her. Oh no, this is a challenge now. Now I'm doubling down on this and going. And it's a part of the problem of political entertainment. I mean, we're political entertainment, Arch. So we've got a bit of a mea culpa here. But on the plus side, at least I think we try to be responsible and try to talk about things that I think are true. But there's no actual onus on someone to do that, right? You don't actually have to. You can create a political entertainment on anything if you want, and I guess Candace Owens has been doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one of the things, isn't it? If you want to get ahead in an attention economy, maybe just making shit up is the way to go.
Or clicking that like button, chat.
Yep, that's the alternative. We can either continue making shit up, or you can click the like button.
Yeah, click like, or we'll start making some shit up.
Those are your options. Right. We've gotten through it. We got through a video, basically, which is not bad for us.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I should move on to the Superchats. Starting off Ripoff Productions with an incredibly generous $100. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, I'm late, starting from the start. Can't be topical, put money towards playing Beyond Two Souls. Remember, game overs are the failure of the game designer. Beyond Two Souls, what kind of homosexual...
But that's an interesting take. Game overs are the failure of the designer. I'm not sure I agree.
I'm certain I don't agree.
Yeah. I think that playing every game on game journo mode is the failure, I think. There.
Right, I'll add a fund for Beyond Two Souls then, whatever that is. All I see is a woman on the cover, which already is giving me some negative vibes.
Oh, God. I saw a compilation of woman moments going around on Twitter the other day. I'm not too proud to admit that I stopped what I was doing and watched the whole fucking thing. There's these women stood on ladders that obviously weren't going to support them or whatever it is. And I just, oh, God.
Sometimes the woman moments can be instructive. Fredden, hey, Carl, is your AC running? Oh, wait, you don't have one. Ha, no seriousness. Hope you're doing okay. Heat stroke is not a joke.
I do have an AC.
Oh. He has one. A legal one, too, maybe.
In my office. This is the thing, right? We do have AC over here. It's just that most of the time you just don't need it. So people don't tend to install them in their houses. I happen to have one in my office, but if I'm in the house when I'm recording a video, I don't have one. So I have one right now, but not on certain videos.
Yep. We've just got a heat pump that does basically the same thing. Heats the house when it's cold and cools it when it's very warm. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Johnson Smith, Arch shall be known as Swede, for he is late. I was not. I was on the dot. John Smith, great idea for a chill show for you guys sometimes is to play any game with Tabletop Simulator against each other. I don't think that would be a chill time. We get competitive, both of us.
I'd enjoy it, though.
What we could do is play some of our own game for you at some point. We'll definitely do that.
Well, when we get some models actually done, although that's not looking too far in the future now either, is it? So
it's not.
But we could do that.
Rampendragon, Arch, would you ever do a 40k video on Lucifer Blacks, or possibly the Exodites, considering the new release for Kill Team? I think I've done one on the Exodites. The Lucifer Blacks don't have an enormous amount of lore, but maybe. I'll think about it. It's not a bad idea. 94 Razors. Arch, that Haaland guy on y'all's football team is a monster. Did y'all recreate the superhero serum? Yes. Solely to get ourselves to be better at football. I don't even know how. I don't know how we happen to create what is apparently one of the best footballers in the world, because we don't even have like a culture of that over here, so I guess he just kind of spawned, and we'll take advantage of it.
What I like about this Norwegian guy, though, is that it looks like he's doing it purely out of spite. Like, it genuinely looks like his entire presence is to spite the third worlders, the global south. So I find myself really supporting him just because of that.
Dear Genmo, greetings, Arch Warhammer. Any chance you could show at least one piece of the war setting? The war setting.
I mean, we do have a bit of artwork that we got done, don't we?
I do have quite a bit of artwork we've got done.
But that particular one that I was like, that's fucking awesome.
We have so many that are awesome. Which one?
No, the one of them getting out of the thing.
The transport.
Yeah. We could flash that.
Like flash that.
So that was great.
Let's see.
Do people actually know anything about the setting yet? Just out of interest.
Very little. I've only talked briefly about it on the Patreon exclusive streams, so most people have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, that's fine. But these are not the good guys, chat.
Well,
from my perspective, anyway, these guys they are not the fucking good guys. I hate these guys.
That's because you're a Nashari simp, and I will fix that.
I know.
Yes, this is what we're working on, and it's shaping up very nicely. We've got good lore, good stories, and I really do think we've happened across a fantastic way of building cultures and making them feel good and interesting.
Yeah, but also not only the cultures, and it's the same with the Wizard game we're making. The cultures are built from the ground up, so they have their own spirit, and then the spirits, obviously the ethos behind each culture interacts differently with each other culture. So like it builds on itself. I'm really proud of how it's all coming along. And I just don't like this culture at all. But I kind of love to hate it as well.
This is your future, Sargon, and you're just going to have to fucking accept that.
I know. This is the good, like, if you look at the background, it's the good guys who are being raided, is it?
Well, to be fair, the guard did nothing wrong in this particular scenario, and they are being unilaterally aggressed upon with no fucking clue why.
Yeah, they're good guys. I like the guy.
They are. They could absolutely be argued to be the victim in this scenario, but that's the good point. Because the USC are convinced they're the good guys too. Everybody thinks they're the good guys.
The Ashari are also the actual good guys. I love them. But the Gar are also great. What I love about the Gar is the fact they've got this kind of brutalist buildings in the background, but you can't see in the buildings, but it's completely different in the buildings. But anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
You'll like it, chat. I'll promise you that.
Oh yeah.
Owen Wordley, Arch, love your bro content. Love you, bro content. I was about to say love my bro content. Have I become the professor? I should do that as April Fools.
It's going, right? Hassan's decided I'm not the professor anymore.
Yeah, there's a hole in the
You should
market.
get in there. Yeah, pick up that mantle.
Season 2 is coming out later this year. Please, could you do a deep dive analysis of Tanya the Evil? Thank you, Sargon. Fan of you too.
A deep dive on what?
Tanya the Evil. It is an anime. You would hate it.
No. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Tanya the Evil is pretty good, pretty awesome. I don't know what I would do for a deep dive video on it. Diswiz, blast my AC just to own others, blaming the EU.
I mean, did you hear that the in the EU building in Brussels, they turned off the AC for the lower levels but kept it on for the upper levels?
Of course.
I have no idea whether that's true or not. I saw it going around on the internet, but I choose to believe it's true. This is going to be like the Candace Owens streams of the anti-EU. So Ursula von der Leyen is sat at the top of the building, cackling away as the fucking plebs who do the sort of like dog's body work on the lower levels sweat their balls off. And the thing is, though, right, it sounds exactly like the sort of thing they do.
It's exactly the sort of thing they do.
Yeah, so I choose to believe it's true. This is my conspiracy theory.
They constructed their headquarters out of the Tower of Babel, and we're somehow to believe that they don't do that?
I've been there. It literally looks like the fucking Tower of Babel.
Chaos, what do you guys think of Stephen Crowder's I want to be wrong, but Europe is lost, prove me wrong position? It's a bit too harsh, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, demographically, America is in way worse shape.
Yeah, I would actually quite happily argue that America is worse off.
Yeah. And also, like, European countries, a lot of them don't have, like, hard constitutions like America does either. So the European countries, a lot of them, they can just change this whenever they want. Germany isn't one of those. But, like, Britain, for example, I don't know what the situation is in Norway. In Britain, we don't really have a constitution, right? So we can, at any point, all power is imbued in the parliament. So at any point, we can elect 350 maniacs and just be like, right, you know, full fucking imperial mode if we want, you know? Like, we're actually not bound by anything in that regard. And demographically, we're in a much healthier position than America.
Are you ready to rut
Yeah.
this yellow
So
mare's
there's a couple of
buttery,
things.
buttery butt?
The first is that the greatest problem in Europe is the EU. That is, you can trace so much of our woes back to the EU. But the EU is currently in the process of being subverted by the unironic right wing.
Yeah, that's also true.
And the EU is actually a very small voting organ. Like, it doesn't have that many seats. And so it's far easier for the EU to actually be subverted by the right wing than it is for the right wing to gain access to their own country's parliaments. This was obviously done on purpose to allow the EU to gain more power over European nations, and now it's fucking backfiring.
Yeah, another thing as well is because the EU is like this supranational remote body that doesn't have any direct executive power in the countries itself, it tends to be the sort in Britain especially, we would happily send any kook or, you know, far right or whoever to the EU. Just as like, yeah, go give the foreigners some fucking hassle. You know, just get out of our hair. You know, you're not getting to our parliament where things actually matter, but you can go to the EU parliament. Who gives a shit, right? And so, like, it's not nearly as overbearing as you think, because actually national governments have got a fair amount of latitude to resist it if they want. And the French just fucking ignore it all the time.
Mm-hmm. So
I mean, Orban made a career out of it.
He did. With the EU beginning to be subverted and the rise more and more of the right wing in Europe, we return then to the question of, was Donald Trump, was the pressure valve a good idea?
Yeah.
Because we all shared the same opinion for the longest time. So he's obviously pressure valve, he's making things better, but did he? Was he in a position to make change that would actually last, or was he merely just another moment of relief?
Yeah, I mean, like getting the immigration down is good, but America only has something like 190 million Anglos left, right? Like white Europeans. That's not good, considering America's well over 350 million at this point, and God only knows how many fucking illegals there are. Tens of millions of illegals. So it's like this is, and with birthright citizenship being struck down the other day, it's just time now. It's just time for America. These people will grow up as Americans, obviously, but like demographically, the situation is dark in America, man.
This was a major defeat, and this is where the Trumpian problem comes in. Trump felt fantastic when he came around. It was amazing. It was an event, unforgettable. But he may have arrived too early for it to matter, and it will lead to ever-hardening left-wing resistance against his positions. And again, this was bad.
Yeah.
Because
that stuff is dark in America.
This is now going... The only thing that can fix this is, again, another Supreme Court ruling, which is going to mean replacing more people. It's going to mean getting a government into power that can replace them, that has the will to replace them, selecting the people with the will to actually carry out the necessary reforms.
But also, the judges are basically all in their 50s and 60s, so it could be decades until even one of them is replaced.
Yes, so...
Like, how old was Ruth Bader Ginsburg? She was in her 80s, wasn't she?
Fuck, wasn't it more? Let me check.
I'm sure she was like 81 or something like that.
Ruth Bader and Ginsburg. Let's see. God, she was on the Supreme Court for 30 years.
Yeah.
Fuck, age. I can't find it here now.
Really? What year was she born in?
1954.
Right. So yeah, she
80
late 70s. 80.
Yeah, 80 something.
What,
so she was in the
90?
Supreme Court for 30 years.
Right. But the point is she was very, very old. I think, is Clarence Thomas the oldest one on there at the moment? Who's the oldest one? I'm pretty sure, like, Clarence Thomas was put on there in the 90s.
So currently, the oldest member of the Supreme Court is Clarence Thomas at 78.
Right. I mean, don't worry, he looks all right for his age, but that's old, And God, I'm personally going to cry when he dies because I fucking love Clarence Thomas. I love how much contempt he has for leftists and minorities.
And
he's like the Uncle Ruckus of the Supreme Court.
One big problem there is the youngest members are mostly Democrats.
Yeah. They're Democrats or like quote unquote conservatives who keep voting with the Democrats, Kavanaugh and fucking Coney Barrett. So it's just like they're going to be around for decades and they're shit. And it's like,
Yes. So as weird as it may seem to say, I actually think Europe is in a better position because we have suffered longer. We are closer to a solution that will actually do something. And of course, this is my own hope for interpretation, mind you.
Yeah, but also just demographically, we're not in the same shape as America.
Yes,
I hate to say.
Whereas America opted for early relief, but that may have come at the expense of greater long-term suffering. We shall see.
Yeah, and just to be clear, we're friends and well-wishers of America. We want America to do well. If we've got to choose, which country do you want to be the world superpower? Obviously, I'm going to choose America. But the way things stand at the minute, things are not great for America, and so it's just like shit.
Yep. So no, I actually think it's the other way around.
Yeah, hate to say it.
Middle-aged Boomer's been a member for 4 months. Thank you very much, sir. Hale, you should do an Odyssey episode after the film's out. Carl, any advice what to do in a Lib Dem stronghold, St. Albans? And Arch, please play the Mass Effect trilogy.
Well, I mean, So the Lib Dems are a party that are waning at the moment because, and you'll notice over the past sort of year, their vote has gone down very, very slowly, because they create these strongholds. But essentially, the message of the Lib Dems is we're the conservatives, but nice, right? We're not going to fuck anything up. We're not going to ruin the town, but we're also, kind of woke. But we're nice woke, and we're not like, we don't hate the country. We're just going to leave you alone, essentially, and just fly a pride flag outside your town hall. And it's like, okay, but that is a message that is only useful when times are good, right? So it's like, okay, well, everything's going great. I'm happy to have a Lib Dem because I don't want you to fuck around, right? I don't want you to fuck with my stuff. I've got my business, I've got my house, my kids are going to a nice school, I've got my 4-bedroom house and my garden, leave me alone, right? But when people don't have those things, and when things get worse, the Lib Dems are not going to solve any problems. And so the nature of the Lib Dems as a party, which is essentially an Anglo-ethno party, right? It's essentially the sort of like garden, like the hyacinth bucket party, kind of, in a way, like the nice gardeners party, where they go to the garden fete, once a year and show their giant marrow or whatever, right? That's the kind of party that it pitches itself as. Well, if shit's going down, they will not be the party people will turn to for solutions. And since shit is very clearly going down, I'm not actually very worried about the Lib Dems, because all of their arguments rely on shit not going down. But it's so clear things are getting worse that I genuinely don't see how the Lib Dems can sustain themselves over any period of time, especially as they essentially ideologically locked out of ever taking any kind of affirmative action against migrants, frankly, or crime, or anything like that. They're like, we're the party of nicey libtardism. It's like, okay, well, that's what got us here, so that's not what anyone's looking for. So anyway, like I said, I'm not worried about the Lib Dems. Basically, just wait, and things will change for Lib Dems. Obviously, do whatever activism you can in the meantime, but I think the Lib Dems are on borrowed time, significantly, frankly. I think the day of liberalism is just over.
And we will do an Odyssey episode after we're done. In fact, we'll do that one.
Yeah. I will go and watch it. You don't have to, by the way. We'll go and watch it for you, and we will not pull any punches, obviously. And God, does it look shit. Did you see the Helen of Troy being dragged off by those guys bit? And it's just like, oh my God.
I have not seen it.
God.
I'm sparing myself as much as possible.
No, there's a clip that's going around. It looks so bad. It looks so fucking bad. Which I'm kind of excited about. I hate Hollywood now, and I want it to fail.
Kota, what the actual hell am I reading? That's a good question. What are you reading, and why? Come off Dome, don't think she was complicit in his death. Worth to mention Erica's father worked for Raython. She had an orphanage in Romania. Also, both met in Israel. Israel.
Did they really? Interesting.
Suddenly, my opinions are changing.
Well, to be honest with you, I do think she saw him and thought, right, successful guy, I can get somewhere with him. There's a part of me that thinks that. So I've been to like some Republican stuff over in America, and there is definitely a kind of culture of not arranged marriages per se, but wealthy parents introduce their attractive young daughters to young men who are on the up in order to secure a good future. And I'm not saying that's bad either, right? I think actually in that environment that makes a lot of sense. But I do wonder how much of that was like Erica Kirk doing something similar. I'm not even saying she didn't love him or anything, but like there's a kind of cynicism in it that I found weird. Obviously, that's not how I met my wife. I was already married when I went up to America and discovered this. But eligible young women meet eligible young men in specifically political environments.
The Things Ooh says, new member of the Love Zetas, I saw your Dino tier list video. Why are you raising your kids on virgin dinosaurs when Chad Godzilla is a thing?
Now, my kids actually really love dinosaurs. It's because of the reality of dinosaurs. Like as I said in that dinosaur tier list thing, dinosaurs are actually great because it's one of the few times where you can like properly point at evolution and say, yeah, okay, that's the kind of thing I would make up if I were evolution. Like, if you look at the animals now, it's like, oh, you put horns on its head, right? That's not very exciting. That's actually kind of lazy. Why not give it a big armored frill? In fact, why not give it a massive fucking spiked ball on the end of its tail and then give it armor all over? Like, make an actual fucking tank. Make an actual thing with it's like 4 tons with giant spikes coming out of it, all ends. Like, you know, if you're doing evolution, give it proper armor and weaponry. And the dinosaurs are the one time where that really happened. So even elephants, it's like, it's got some tusks. Okay, right, okay. It's a big thing with tusks, right? Okay, fine. It's got like 2 horns coming out of its face. Okay, interesting. But why doesn't it have like armored spikes all over it? Or a giant, like there was a sauropod with a giant club tail. And it's like, man, that's cool as fuck. That's metal. Like that's what I want evolution to be actually making.
John Smith, you're lazy. I don't want to click a like button. I just give you money instead. Listen, I appreciate the money too, but I like both better.
Yeah, give us money, but also click like.
Yes,
it's gaming both. YouTube. We have to. Look, chat together. We can win YouTube. That's the point. We've got to win YouTube. We've got to have more subscribers than Mr. Beast. I bet he gets everyone to fucking like. I bet he gets them to fucking like. You've got to like.
If
that's Mr. Beast wins.
If it makes it better for you, chat, I too can give you like a half-assed candy bar.
Just I too can put you in a room with someone you hate.
I could do that.
Yeah.
You might even not know that you're in on it.
Yeah. However, I'm not going to go to Africa and dig a fucking well.
No, so. I don't want to torture the natives any more than they've already been suffering. So.
It's just so stupid. It's like they don't want fucking well, mate. You know, it's going to degrade. It's going to be a waste of everyone's time. You know it. Everyone knows it.
You ignorant slut.
There was an interesting thing. I wonder if I can find it now off my head. Probably not. But there was a fascinating little thing. So after they shut down U.S. aid,
yes,
they assumed that
dropped out of the tracks.
Yeah, like they assumed that Africa would just collapse overnight, starve to death, no food would be delivered, billions of Africans would just die. But it's weird. We haven't heard anything about a famine in Africa this year.
That's a great point. But let's put our thinking caps on. Why might that be?
Well, I'm kind of thinking that perhaps now that they're not getting a artificial injection of food stuff, they might have started needing to make their own food?
Nope. That money was never arriving as food in the first place.
Ah. the even worse interpretation.
No, but we know it, right? I covered this on the podcast the other day. Basically, I used the example of Ethiopia. Actually, US food aid to Ethiopia stopped in 2023 because what was happening is it was being stolen by the government and then being sold on like the black market websites instead of being distributed to people. So it's like, oh, why isn't there a famine in Africa? Because it never made it to the fucking Africans. That's why. And so the only thing they can complain about is, well, look at these AIDS drugs that, like, you know, there are people dying in Africa now of AIDS. It's like, well, okay, that's, you know, bad. But they're not starving to death because you weren't fucking feeding them, were you?
That's a good point, too.
Trick or treat.
I suspect that a lot of the negative consequences of this massive foreign aid is also that the population obviously became dependent purely on foreign aid. This also meant that there was no motivation to actually make stuff.
But they didn't because it wasn't getting to them. They had no option to become dependent on it because their corrupt fucking governments kept stealing it.
At least a very good amount of it.
Almost all of it.
Fredden, I bet he will get off on an insanity plea. I think it's too politically... It's too high profile for them to get him off.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting off. The question... I think the guy in the video is right. The question is, will he get the death penalty?
Yeah, Qatar, you do know they called him the Thing, so they had a reason to be violent, because those lovers have no purpose. These losers have no other purpose in life. Well, yes. Again, the purpose of the left is to seek violent solution to the right. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. They genuinely want... They view the right expressly as an expression of native white sentiment. And since they're desperately trying to destroy white people, they want to destroy the right.
Yes. And the intellectuals understand this. They know that is the goal. They know the goal is violence. They just try to package it in such a way that it won't turn off too many of the normies too quickly.
And the only thing that stands between them and complete and total victory is Clarence Thomas. So we need to put him on a golden fucking throne, lads.
Boog, if Chat doesn't get the like goal, then he'll have to bring back Dev. Oh. That is a
Dev's gone off the deep end, man.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Like the other day, it was hot the other day, and I posted, I wish I had a barrel of water sitting, which is a bit of a meme, you know? Like, you know, Englishmen sat in barrels or bogs or bins full of, you know, whatever. And Dev retweeted going, aha, but you'd also tweeted previously that the heat kills far fewer people than the cold. It's like, okay, that doesn't mean I'm not hot. I'm not even saying global warming isn't happening or anything. I'm just saying I wish I had a fucking barrel because it's a hot day. Like, there have been hot days without, like, you know, global warming or whatever. It was such a non-own, and even his own followers were like, Dev, what? This doesn't follow. And why are you desperate to get dunks on me, Dev? For fuck's sake, man. I don't actually ever recall wronging Dev.
Well,
like, Dev was annoyed that I wronged Rags. I'm sorry, what? Okay. I mean, I apologize to Rags, you know, I've apologized to him. But, like, I didn't wrong Dev.
Well, apparently there are differences of opinion on this, too.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Akabans do raid ad a few times and people get less lazy. Listen. I did the raid ads on the lore channel simply because they were super easy and they gave me way too much money not to. But, I don't know. It's still a lot of effort.
How much do they pay?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Right, okay, well. DM me afterwards and I'll tell you when we'll do the raid ads.
Enough.
Right. I've never done a raid ad, by the way, chat, so.
Some of these goddamn suggestions I get are goddamn crazy, too. I might actually take one now because I need a new computer chair. And somebody offered me a new chair.
Well, I mean, you know, been bought out by Big Computer Chair.
Yep.
Probably worse things to be bought out by, I suppose.
Exactly, but it could also be a really terrible chair. So, you know, I'm rolling the dice on this one.
Okay. People like on my computer chair. People like, oh, have you spent £4,000 on a computer chair? It's like, no, this was £200 off Amazon. I mean, don't get me wrong, £200 is quite expensive for a computer chair, but for a chair anyway. But like, it was not an expensive chair, guys, because I am a cheapskate.
Zaloxon Doppelganger, I'm proud to be an American, but at least I have an AC, and I won't forget the French who died to give this right to me. I'll gladly sit down, relax, and enjoy this sweet cold air. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless my frigid air.
Yeah, France isn't exactly a cold country, and it's mostly powered by nuclear, so there's literally no reason for France not to have AC. Like, we've got the most expensive energy prices in Europe, and we're not a hot country. Like, for most of the year, the weather is not very good. So there's like in England, there's a really good case. Just not bother wasting the money on AC and just be like, right, okay, yeah, for a couple of weeks a year, it'll just be a bit uncomfortable. You know, I'm not, because otherwise you've got to spend like, you know, £8,000 or something on AC that you only use a couple of times a year. So in England, there's a pretty good argument. But imagine being the fucking south of France, where you're getting Mediterranean weather and not having AC. Well, and using nuclear power, so it's super fucking cheap. Why would you not?
Well, that's assuming the energy was cheap, but remember, the European Union shared power market.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point.
That makes sure that everybody needs to buy the most expensive power at all times.
Aren't you guys glad we left the European Union? Because we'd be dragging your power up.
That's true.
Not Norway, because Norway isn't a part of it, but, you know, the rest of the EU.
Oh, don't worry. We signed up to that too. Of course we did.
There's no end to the betrayals, man. There's just every government in Europe, everywhere, there's just no end to the fucking betrayals.
It will raise our power bill, so obviously we signed up.
Yeah. And Norway is an energy exporter. Like, Europe depends on Norwegian energy because we're retarded. Everyone in Europe is retarded. Like, all the Germans are retarded. Like, German retardation when it comes to policy is just something of legend. But anyway, carry on.
Chaplain Weirdream on kick. Sargon, you want to make a death world with the way you are describing evolution should be? We all become like catachans.
Well, that's kind of what dinosaurs were like.
The dinosaur was a
think
death world period.
Yeah, no, and ironically, like, you know, the Cretaceous, right? One of the things that's really, really disconcerting is just how many tyrannosaur fossils we have, right? There are something like 30 pretty good, representatives, Tyrannosaurus rexes, right? That's really bad for everyone who had to live around that time, because T-Rex is still the biggest land predator who've ever lived. But it's also one of those ones where it's like, right, everything about it is kind of bad for everything else around it. Like, with the Carcharodontosaurids, or the allosaurs, and things like that. So, Giganotosaurus, Allosaurus, all those sort of things. They were obviously big, scary predators, but they weren't that big, right? They were creatures that had, like, you know, bladed teeth. So they bit something and it bled out, right? But T-Rex, and they had a kind of gracile body plan. So they weren't, like, fighting all the time. But T-Rex had the build of a fucking bulldog. You know, it was really broad and really robust, and its teeth were just cones because it had such a huge bite force. And you can see it in just the width of its own head. So basically, this thing liked to fight everything around it. And there are T-Rex, and that includes other T-Rexes, by the way. There are T-Rex skulls that have just got loads of T-Rex bites all over them and shit like that, and it's just like, holy fuck. And we've found, like, you know, hadrosaur skeletons with, like, T-Rex teeth indented in them and things like that. So it's like, yeah, we know, and these weren't killed either. This was an attack where the thing got away and it kind of partially healed up. So we know T-Rex hunted. And another thing is the preponderance of the skeletons is really weird, because, like, something like only 5% of all species ever have fossilized. So there are loads of species where we don't have any fossils of them. So essentially, we don't know they existed, apart from, you know, maybe one or two very tiny indications, right? But having 30 fucking almost full tyrannosaur skeletons means there must have been fucking loads of T-Rexes running around. Loads of them. And the T-Rex kind of dominated each niche in the predator hierarchy at each stage of its life. Because for the first, like, 10 years of a T-Rex's life, it was quite small. I mean, relatively speaking, you know, like, you know, it was like the size of a bus or something, you know, it was the size of a car, you know, something like that. It was a couple of tons, you know, which is quite small. But then it went on this wild growth spurt during its, like, late teenage years. So it just become this absolute giant over a couple of years of life. And so it's just like, right, so no matter what size you are, there is a T-Rex out there that is there to hunt and kill you. And it's like, fucking hell, like, this thing dominated basically every niche for a carnivore in its era. And it survived until the end of the dinosaurs, when the fucking asteroid was like, God was like, right, I've had enough of this. This is an experiment that's gone wrong. This monster's going around killing everyone. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, if you actually just think about like how horrific a T-Rex is, and then have you seen the artwork of the T-Rex just looking? Like there's this one particular artwork of a T-Rex in a forest that's just spotted the viewer, and you realize, shit, this is a scary looking fucking animal, man. You know, this thing clocks you, you're like, shit. So yeah, the dinosaurs are pretty metal, man. I like them, especially the Rex.
And that was your state-sponsored dinosaur rant for the day.
No, I did it for free.
M1 Grand Music. Caleb wasn't Joe Rogan. He says it's consensual before they go live. On average, his guest saves 10k after 1 year. The guests are in on the roasts.
So what, they have to? He's trying to save them 10k in a year, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
God. Listen, if I can get crazy people to talk to me and all I have to do is save them 10k, I can do that. I'll just tell them to stop buying stupid shit. I can do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about like the financial audit. I get the feeling that you could go through basically anyone's finances and say, you don't really need this, do you? And they'd be like, well, I guess not. It's a luxury. It's like, well, then stop buying it. Like, I feel like I could do what Caleb does.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to denigrate him or anything, but I feel like it's a common sense show that he runs, and that's fine. I'm not criticizing or anything like that. But all I'm saying is, how hard could it possibly be to get retards to stop spending their money? Yeah. Get fewer Deliveroos, you lazy shit.
I am taking an offensive stance against Caleb Hammer. I am saying I could do his fucking job. Looking at the IQ of these people, saving 10,000 grand is facile. It's like, okay, what do you spend money on? Well, I've got $100,000 in expenses for DoorDash. Right, stop that.
Yeah, I reckon it's literally that simple. But like I said, I don't want to have this interpreted as an attack on him. He seems like a nice enough guy to me. I quite like him, even though I don't watch his show, because I don't have time to watch YouTube.
Morva, Arch, Andrew Wilson had a X live space the other day arguing with conspiracy theorists about Charlie K. There are connections between the UNF America tour woman named Z and the conspiracy theories. Z?
I don't know anything about this.
Me neither. I'm not sure I do. I'm not sure I want to.
Yeah, I'm sure it's important though.
Podvoisky, Sargon, what happened to the Rahim Kassam vid? The slime roaster says
I'll
to be
let you know.
exposed.
I'll let you know another day.
Okay. Lucian the Witch, I hate these people because they prove how having human empathy is a weakness.
Which people?
These people? I don't know. 2 people? I don't know.
The conspiracy theory woman's you talking about?
Maybe. I don't know what that has to do with empathy necessarily, though.
No.
Frog Jupiter, it doesn't matter whether or not Kirk's dead. The left response when they believed that he died was the problem. Celebration. They can't fake that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true,
yeah. But again, chat, have we ever steered you wrong? They want you dead. They will cheer when you die.
Yep. And the only thing holding them back from doing it more actively is because it's not socially acceptable. They're trying to make it that way, though.
Yeah, Hassan Piker wonders why he gets treated like shit by the right. And it's like, because you literally cheer on every fucking death row Republican ever, Hassan. Like, I genuinely can't believe you can't understand why people fucking hate you.
Oh, in the case of Hassan, it's literally just because he's too stupid.
I mean, yeah, well, probably, yeah. But like,
he's the perfect mix of absolute ignorance and conviction.
Yeah, you can't be like, America deserved 9/11, why do you hate me?
And then look at America and go, why do you dislike me?
Yeah, exactly. So, Hassan, come on.
Well, he had a great turnaround the other day where he had one stream where he's like, I'm not a Muslim, all of these MAGA tards spreading lies about me infiltrating their country. Literally the next stream he was at the airport, like Muslims like me getting unfairly lambasted at the airport.
Well, Hassan, I think he is telling the truth in a way. He's not a practicing Muslim, right? but he is a sort of identity Muslim. He's a Turk and comes from a Muslim country, so and his family is a Muslim family. So he thinks of himself as a Muslim, even though he's not a religious person at all, obviously.
J6, I lost my mother at a young age. You don't normally cry right after. We're in shock for months, even years. My father didn't break down till the funeral. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but good on your dad, though. Seriously, like that's very impressive.
Yeah, no, I'm like that too. I don't react to it until it's like at the funeral. Basically, that's the one time where my brain usually goes like, "Oh, that's the thing that's happened."
Yeah, I'm a complete blubbery mess. It's fucking gay.
Mallory, the former US Special Forces operator Matt Tardio that runs the channel speaks the truth. And his Twitter X is Ankatab has a breakdown on his, plus he also does a breakdown of this exploding mic thing Cadence Owen spat out. I think I heard something about that he was killed by an exploding microphone, which...
Yeah, I've heard this. This is the Israeli plot angle, right?
You'd think like somebody would have spotted that.
Well, hang on. They have precedent on this because they did the pages, didn't they? Right?
I mean, so, yeah, but you'd see it on the camera, surely. If the microphone just boom.
Well, they argue that you can, and I don't know. The thing, like, Charlie would have definitely received a lot of money from Israel in sponsorships, and Turning Point USA would have received a lot of money. So I really don't see why the Israelis would want to destroy something they put so much work and money into. Like, I just don't believe it. And the theory is, Charlie was turning against Israel. It's like he was being mildly critical in some DMs. I don't think that counts as turning against Israel, bro. He wasn't Nick Fuentes, for sake.
Ferredden, 58. Men live in reality, women live in feelings. To be fair, I don't even think this woman has a feeling problems. I think this woman has she heard something and has now decided to double down on this problem.
Oh, she's got I watch Candace Owens for fun problem.
And my husband disagrees, which means I'm going to disagree harder.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, this is the infotainment I watch, and therefore, that's all this is.
Chaos. Scott from Kentucky Ballistics had a 50 cal rifle explode in his face. Jesus. And lacerate his jugular. There was no blood visible on YouTube. Video Scott posted, I'm happy to report Scott. I'm presuming lived, as was the end of the sentence.
Yeah, come on, man. You can't leave a sentence like that. I assume he survived.
I hope so. Definitely not a Frenchman. Hi, as a hunter of 30-08 does the same kind of wound to a white-tailed deer. Have you checked out Matt Roddo's Dead Gods YouTube series? Conan book read. I have not.
No, I haven't.
Bass player? Nah. Any rifle Magnum round will get the results they are thinking of. The Trump shooter was hit with a 300 Winchester. Oh, Magnum round. Oh, that's also like...
Sorry, the shooter was hit or the shooter fired?
The fired, I'm presuming.
Yeah. Okay.
What we're really thinking of here is one of the, basically, a dum-dum, is that they call them? The ones that flatten. And I don't think he was shooting at him. He was probably shooting just
hollow
standard.
point.
Yeah, hunting.
Yeah, I doubt it was, it didn't look like he was shooting a hollow point. Well, as far as I'm aware. And why would he anyway? I mean, like,
Marine Alva, Matty O'Donnell, the composer behind the Halo theme, started a podcast. Looks like he's running for office. I have heard something about that.
Cool.
The Dodger UK, Squidmar, 40k painting guys, making a show like Bake Off, but miniature painting.
Cool.
Definitely not a Frenchman. Second year running second year running.
That's actually a really cool idea. Is it like you have like 12 hours to paint something or something? Because painting takes a long time, man.
Well, start it. Do it.
Well, I don't
have the infrastructure.
I mean, I could do it, but it takes a long time.
Second year running my farm, a bear tore into my chicken coop. I used the 306 and it took 2 rounds to finally bring it down. 200-pound black bear. Conan.
And
But
that's
you
just a black bear.
Yeah, you shouldn't have addressed on the black bear. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, it's breaking into a chicken coop.
True, but fuck the chickens.
Well,
There's
fuck the
loads of
bear.
chickens. No, there's loads of chickens on this earth.
The chickens are my private property, Arch.
Yeah, but the bear could be your private property too. It's just a black bear.
No, it couldn't. It's a bear.
It's just a black bear.
I
They're
mean,
basically pets.
Yeah, I'm not saying that physically it couldn't happen. I'm saying legally, and the bear obviously didn't belong to the guy, which is why I shot it. No, I'm for the guy. Save your chickens. Shoot the bear.
I don't know. Black bears are pretty cute.
I'm not saying they're not, but if it's breaking in and killing my chickens, sorry.
Listen, there are certain things that are just okay. Let me tell you something here, right?
Yeah.
You know, cheetahs, the giant cat thingies.
Yeah. They're not.
There are 0 reported cases of a cheetah attacking and killing a human.
Yeah, but that's because cheetahs have got a bite force that's like a Labrador.
Yes. Like, these are pets. These are pets. And the
know.
only reason they're not pets is because they were born in Africa.
No. They were pets. Like, there's videos of from 1903 or something of dudes bringing cheetahs back and racing them against greyhounds in England.
Are you ready to
Like, they were pets during the colonial era.
But that's what I mean. The only reason they're not commonly... The only reason cheetahs aren't house cats is because they were born in Africa. Okay?
There used to be... There are videos of people in the colonial era riding fucking zebras. And it's like, people are, there are no horses in Africa. It's like, you could have domesticated zebras.
Yeah.
Do you think that horses began tame and timid and whatnot? No. They had to be fucking broken. They literally call it breaking the horse. Like, they had to be broken and fucking tamed, and it took centuries, millennia probably. It's like, the zebras are right there. You could have done it, Africa. You were just being lazy.
Listen. Africa is full of pet-shaped creatures that would have been pets had they been ruled correctly.
Yeah, if they'd been ruled by Europeans or Asians, all of these things would have been tamed.
We'd be riding rhinos.
Maybe not rhinos, but we would have cheetahs as hunting dogs.
Yes.
Definitely would have that. Because cheetahs are so cute as well. Like, I was having a joke around on Twitter, I could beat up a cheetah, which, by the way, FYI, I could definitely beat up a cheetah, right? But then someone posted a video of them, this cheetah came up to this guy who was a photographer and just started laying on him, and it was so fucking cute. It's like, but I wouldn't want to. Look at this adorable fucking animal. And they don't even roar. They do this little meow bark thing. It's really cute.
Yep. They'd be pets.
Yes, they would be pets.
The current world has taken this from you, chat. This is what you could have had.
Yeah. You could be a colonial administrator with your cheetah pet.
Sandum, finish the video, then maybe I'll like the video. We did finish, or like, or else.
Yeah, like.
Robert, why does this make me miss Jerry
Or
Springer?
else fucking what?
Well, or else.
You got nothing
yell at
to
him.
threaten him with.
I remember who he is. I can hold it against him for an extended period of time.
Good point. Or else I will bear a grudge.
Exactly. Killer Zillavolt. Conspiracy theories don't believe in accidents. George Bush almost choked on a pretzel, and there were theories about an assassination with a pretzel. But, by the way, I love the redemption arc of George W. Bush Jr.
I fucking hate George W. Bush Jr.
Like, he used to be known as the world's dumbest man, okay? Everybody thought that he was the most retarded individual to have ever existed on this good green earth of ours.
And then Twitch presented us Hassan Piker.
Yeah. And now we just think of him as another regular president, pretty much. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. He used to also be considered super evil as well for the invasion of Iraq. But, of course, nobody gives a fuck anymore. And they're like, we should be blowing up Palestine. We should be blowing up Israel. It's like, oh, right. So blowing up Iraq is small fry because you've got a list of people you want to blow up. Right, okay.
Yep. He was a product of a very different time.
Yeah.
Kyle Colliard. Candice Owens was a leftist that dogs people before. Was she now?
She was. Yep. She ran Social Autopsy. Then she became a conservative. Well, it's a website where basically it's a doxing website where it's like creating the sort of online list. It's like Wikipedia for everything bad you've done. So like Kiwi Farms basically is now. So it's like that basically. So it's like, okay, great, glad that that, and it didn't come off. It didn't work or whatever, but like it would have been cancerous if it had. And yeah, and that's what Kiwi Farms is now. And then she became a Republican because the left was mental, which is fair critique. The left is fucking mental. Then she joined the Daily Wire because she got popular, and then she turned into whatever. I don't even know where you'd place her now. I mean, I don't know what she thinks or what is going on. But like I said, I endorse people going down rabbit holes. I think it's fun.
Danny Delito, greatest joke. People calling her Clandis. Owens. Clandis.
Is she? Like I said, I don't know what her opinions on anything are.
P. Jackson, hang on. Wasn't Charlie Kirk shot with a 330? I don't know. I thought so too. 330, or 303, or 330. I don't know.
I have no idea. We'll find out during the trial, I'm sure.
Definitely not a Frenchman. Favorite pastry? Mine is apple fritters. Oh, mine's just a sandwich. I call it a pastry because it's kind of a pastry, sort of.
It's not a fucking pastry.
It is. Sort of.
A sandwich is not a pastry. I mean, it's literally made of bread and not pastry. And the correct answer is probably some sort of pecan honey pastry.
I'm going to need you to define pastry for me if I'm going to take this correction.
I don't have Google in front of me.
See?
But pastry is not the right word for what you're trying to describe.
You have presented me with 0 peer-reviewed papers on this, nor any definition that
Destiny.
I subscribe to.
All right, Destiny. Jesus Christ. No, I haven't. You're right. But no, pastry is baked for a start.
This one's baked. It's put in an oven.
You baked a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean the bread. The bread's baked.
Okay, yeah, no, right, but it's not bread for a start. It's pastry. Pastry is a material, right?
Is pastry a material?
Yeah, in the same way that bread is a material, pastry is also a material. Okay. So bread is flour, water, yeast, and probably some other things. I don't make bread. Pastries are, well, I don't make bread, right? So, I mean, there's probably more to it than flour, water, and yeast. But I know they are the sort of core defining ingredients of bread. And then when, I don't know what else is in there. But a pastry is flour, egg, milk, and possibly something else. But probably mostly flour, egg, and milk. And then you, in various proportions. And then you bake those. Not necessarily in the same temperature or longevity or whatever as bread. And it doesn't rise, it just crusts, it hardens. And so it becomes flaky or shortbread or something like that. But it's not the same as bread.
Okay, so your primary contention is the lack of eggs and the presence of yeast, presumably.
No, lack of milk as well.
I'm sure there's milk in bread.
I don't think so.
I think so.
There is water, yeast, water, flour, and then you add yeast to it to make it raise. Google it.
I have observed my mother making bread. She has this little machine. She pours milk in there.
Have you really?
I have observed this. I have never done it myself, but I have observed this.
Have you really?
Yes.
I'm not convinced. Chat.
She makes a dough. She has it in the machine, and she pours milk in there. It's like rum, rum, rum.
I'm not convinced that bread has milk in it.
I think so.
Most of the world is lactose intolerant.
I'm not.
But of course you're not.
Exactly.
But like most of the world eats bread, and most of the world is lactose intolerant.
But can't my bread be special? Can't this be my bread?
Yeah, but it's not a fucking pastry. At least we can see it's bread and not pastry now.
I don't know. It's shaped like a pastry, though.
I mean, it might. Oh well, a horse. Like the transgender man is wearing a dress, therefore he's a woman.
I don't know about that. I haven't said that it's changed gender. I'm just saying it looks like a pastry. Therefore, it is a pastry.
You are saying it's transitioned from being a sandwich to a pastry.
I don't know if there's a difference.
Your trans fucking pastries are not real pastries, mate.
I'm like, oh no, there you immediately. Google gives me pastries that are 2 pieces of bread with something in between. Therefore, this is a pastry.
That's not what a fucking pastry is.
It clearly is. Google agrees.
No, pastry is the material. If it has bread, it's not a fucking pastry.
I don't agree with this narrow-minded classification of bread versus pastry. I don't even know if pastry is a thing. You've declared it a material. I don't know if I believe it.
It is absolutely a material. I can't believe that Norway has such strange definitions for these things. Like, you think that Norwegians would be so similar to the English in so many ways, but they're not. They're fucking weird, man.
Behold, a sandwich.
Behold a pastry, more like. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, 2 pieces of bread with stuff in between.
That's not a sandwich. It's not bread. It's pastry.
Behold, a French sandwich.
Just foreigners are weird, chat. Weird. Even the ones you think aren't that weird are weird.
Pudrusky, Candace Owens was always a leftist. Never forget social autopsy.
Yeah, we know.
I never even knew about social autopsy.
Yeah.
James Homer, the biggest conspiracy is that the CIA got Hollywood to portray conspiracy theories as crazy losers. That's true.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this conspiracy theory because it's the sort of thing I can feel they could do.
They did. There's been all kinds of negative propaganda about conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Like, that entire thing about the 9/11 steel not melting, etc. I think that was a conspiracy theory made up by the CIA. Because everybody else knows that, no, it doesn't melt, but it gets soft.
Yeah. I don't really know, but like one of my favorite things is when I'm called a conspiracy theorist, because there are so many horrible names they could call me. But a conspiracy theorist, okay, I'm just one of those sort of like kooks on X-Files. You know, do you remember the conspiracy theory kooks on X-Files? Like, I'm just one of those guys. Oh, that's all right. I don't mind being called a conspiracy theorist because it's not like you're a bad person. It's like you believe crazy things. It's like, well, fuck, man. I'm talking to someone who thinks that men can change into women. So, you know, anything I believe from their perspective that's crazy can't be that bad.
Zodoxon Doppelganger and Caleb got in an argument about the N-word with a guest. The guest insisted just saying the word wasn't bad. It is if you call people it. So Caleb dared him to say it. He did. Caleb then called his boss and got him fired. Caleb deserves the worst.
What?
Very well.
Bit hard. Well, that's not a nice thing to do.
Not a nice thing to do at all. Mean, cruel, and gay. Gary Thomas, Candace's latest take is that she's pregnant with her 4th baby, and she got more aggressive when she's pregnant, so she shouldn't be sued for all the wild stuff she's been saying for months. Checkmate. I mean, legally speaking, I'm pretty sure you could actually get away with a hormone imbalance defense.
I mean, literally, a jury would buy it, I bet. I bet a jury would buy it.
Enigma. Sargon won the bet. Here's your award. That's just $2, dude. Listen, YouTube takes 30%. You got to give us at least $3 if you're going to give Sargon money.
How many likes are we up to on the stream, by the way?
Not enough. Actually, we're very close to enough. 1,475. Listen, Chad, if you can manage to squeeze 35 more, I'll give you a double reward on the nearest fund.
I'm on, chat.
You can squeeze out 35 more likes. 191 Redbird. It's indirect, but she does have ties to a human trafficking ring in Eastern Europe at a NATO base. Oh god, that's getting deeper. The NATO is involved now. The whole thing was quietly brushed under the rug. I don't know.
I knew this day was coming. I knew it was coming.
Don't know if I believe the NATO inspired. Oh, actually, no. Considering the proclivities of some of the bureaucrats.
What I like about this is it completely validates my people should be encouraged to go down rabbit holes. Like none of this would have come out if Candace Owens wasn't being mental.
That's true.
So it's like, yeah, you just have to let them dig through the sort of like the sludge of being mental. But eventually, you get to the gold.
Fredden, maybe Lovecraft was right. Maybe too much information is dangerous. Oh, too much information is absolutely dangerous.
100%, yeah.
Especially when it's just raw and unfiltered.
Yeah.
Mallory. Also, I just remembered another former Green Beret, Nick Freitas. I've heard him quote Sargon, so if you can wrangle him, he would make an interesting guest. This and my other super for the fun that annoys Arch the most. That would be Beyond Two Souls, I guess. 191 Redbird. Once NATO started coming up, the whole investigation more or less disappeared. I mean,
Really?
I mean, it sounds like it hit the crazy point then. Marksman, Sargon, remember the woke parody of Skyrim video you guys watched with all the Red Guard Lives Matter and Honor the Pride flag? The guy released part 2. You'll love it, and it draws even more from today. Also, Arch, what is the last place amount on the calendar? It is Neil from Arknights at $90.
Someone should send us that, because I honestly can't remember it offhand.
The Red Guard one.
Yeah, I can't really remember it.
We did it like a couple of streams ago, I think. The one with the Skyrim opening and the dragon and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Qatar, this is why husbands correct their wives back in the day. Goddamn YouTube censorship.
Yes. None of it is correct.
Simon Larson, have you followed the Lego scandal? It's a fascinating story. Asm Gold's reaction to Reckless Ben's video is great. You will not be disappointed. Trevlig kväll från Sverige. Thank you. No,
what's the Lego scandal?
A company apparently stole like thousands of dollars worth of Legos and then started denying it.
Yeah. What happened to it?
I don't know. I think there's still a lawsuit going on with the guy who exposed it.
But why would you steal like $1,000 of Lego?
We were given a video on it, but it was 40 minutes, so I was already looking at that like, nope, not a chance.
Yeah.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttering?
Lazy one, at last, a name to unite my part of the world, the United Kingdom of Slavia, also known as Eastern Europe. Good luck on your wargame universe, gent. Thank you.
Thank you.
MD Bull, so is the guy regretting his choice and where to land on a hot, crazy graph for choosing a woman to get involved with? Listen, she's not even like crazy in that way, okay? Crazy women should be a little bit more physical and less mental. Important distinction. Marksman, you know how Dev had that debate where he justified violence? I came across who he was debating on Stitch and Adam. Dev was debating a lawyer with an active law practice. Sorry, but the man is doing real life work instead of living online. Has more weight.
Well, yeah.
Ethan Grant, Hail Art and Sargon, put this to Conan. Have you checked out Titan Comics Conan run? I don't know if I have. I've read a lot of Conan comics over the years.
I haven't, but I've enjoyed the books of Conan that I've read.
I don't think I've seen these. I don't recognize the covers.
Well, put them up and I'll see.
Let's see here. Yeah, I don't recognize it. I recognize the art style somewhat, though. It feels like the older Conan.
No, I haven't seen it.
I'll need to do some rereading of Conan comics.
Yeah, I mean, Robert E. Howard was a great author, man. Like, if you actually read the books, like he writes in such a beautiful, heroic style. Like, totally worth it.
Mr. Twisted Frenzy, this woman and other nutjobs like her have the right to vote. The more I say this, the more I lament the destruction of the monarchies. Seriously, man, why are so many people this retarded?
Yeah.
Marksman, to be fair to Ethan, he won 2 of the 3 cases. Oh, did he win the other 2? Oh, that's very interesting.
Fire is the answer.
Casey Thron settled, and Frogan suffered a default judgment, which now owes him $180,000. Jeez, really?
Jesus.
I need to Google that.
Yeah, I'm going to sue Frogan. I'm going to sue Frogan. I want $180,000. What's going on here? I'm joking, by the way. I'm not going to sue Frogan. At least not yet.
Oh, shoot. She lost the East Tigers after losing Frogan. Frogan's literally about to be default every week next week. What she's done with her attorney. Oh, so she didn't contest the lawsuit.
Why not?
What? You know, because she raised a bunch of money. She raised like $50,000 and she didn't contest the lawsuit.
And now you owe $100,000. Genius.
I've had Ezra. Okay, so I can't find anything definitive, but what I found was that apparently she failed to contest the lawsuit.
Right.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
And then she says the lawsuit is a Frogan breaks sales of East Clare probably wins lawsuit. So does she just not understand how the law works, or
it's possible?
I'm over, but I don't think you realize I've been fighting this in what it's called since August. I mean, she looks like the kind of person who wouldn't understand how this works, but
why wouldn't you just take legal advice? You raised $50,000 for it. Like, just to be clear, I only know how certain parts of the law work because I took legal advice when I was being sued by Aquila.
Yeah, I can't find any definitive on it, chat, except that Ethan apparently claims that she defaulted, so she didn't contest, which means that if you don't mount a defense, then, you know, you kind of give up. And she claims
tend to lose.
Yeah, she claims that it's still ongoing, so I don't fucking know.
Right.
Boog, iDubbbz had a tweet up on his stream by Destiny that accused Ethan of thongs with his progeny. Ethan dropped the lawsuit after iDubbbz apologized live. Oh, that's weak.
Fucking lucky for iDubbbz, though.
Very lucky for iDubbbz.
I'm pretty sure that if you're just on some random jury or you're a random judge or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, this guy is just accusing him of noncing his own kids for no reason, why wouldn't you take a fucking dim view of that?
Yep. Twist the knife.
What possible reason have you not got to be like, yeah, you're obviously being malevolent, you know, and obviously this is designed to destroy a guy's reputation. Why wouldn't you have that opinion if you were the judge?
Yeah. I also said twist the knife. Jake Hurok Arch, say, I am Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod.
Duncan MacLeod.
MacLeod.
Aren't you, Arch? Yeah. Of the Clan MacLeod. That's what you are.
The DCV Titan. The Eastern iDubbbz thing is already resolved. iDubbbz folded like laundry and made an apology video.
If only laundry folded itself so easily.
Yeah, Kotar. This is why they have a budget issue. He's out earning the money. She's spending money with girl math. Okay, so I didn't understand girl math until...
How did you not?
No, until I was actually explained this by my aunt, of all people, in a real life scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Where she was talking to my mother about discounts on like foodstuffs and flowers and stuff, you know, things that old women are interested in.
Yeah.
And she explained then that if she didn't buy something when it was 40% off, she was losing money.
Yeah. I've had this exact conversation with my wife, and my wife's like, oh, that's got a discount on it. I'm like, it's 100% discount if we just don't buy it, darling.
Yes. And I piped up and like, hold on, but you're still paying 60% of the cost. How are you losing money? And it was very clear that this wasn't something that she could actually explain. It was just a deeply held belief that if you don't buy something on a discount, you're clearly losing out.
Yeah. It's literally the case. And women do literally believe it.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. The wool was pulled from my eyes.
Yeah.
Dane Rogan for $50. Thank you very much, sir. 50 euros, actually, even better. Either my bank or YouTube are attempting to block my donations. Anyway, check out Matt Rhodes' Dead Gods. It has prehistorical cannibal giant demon clowns. That's a mouthful. That possesses dinosaurs, thus turning them into dragons.
I mean, it sounds like quite a riot.
Mr. Twisted Frenzy, a hologram. Someone needs to teach this woman the concept of Occam's razor.
Yeah. Yeah, suddenly this is the most sensible explanation, isn't it? Yeah, it's a fucking hologram. Oh, of course it is.
It's a fucking hologram. And you are indeed also correct, Mr. Twisted Frenzy. That is Doom Eternal, fully funded as well.
Ooh.
I will be playing many Doom games.
I haven't actually played Doom Eternal.
Me neither. I've just started on 2016 now.
That is pretty good, isn't it?
I'm liking it, yes. Charlie the Beagle, remember that when the left says they're combating mis and disinformation, they only mean right wing. Yes. Yeah, again.
Well, that's defined.
If you view the left as simply just a actively hostile force that is actively attempting to kill you, everything makes sense. Magnet Man, is this the Israel assassin theory? No, actually, no, it's the CIA. I know that hacker Jimmy Dore has been repeating that ad nauseum every day since. It's annoying as hell to hear. Honestly, okay, listen.
Well, Jimmy Dore thinks the CIA did it.
He
thinks Israel did it.
In Israel, that if Israel wanted to kill him, we wouldn't know it's Israel. Like, they wouldn't do it like this.
I mean, maybe. With the exploding pager thing, they were quite proud of it.
Yes. Well, to be fair, they fucking should be.
Yeah, it was quite an impressive operation. But to be fair, how much of a bunch of fucking retards do you have to be to, like, get equipment that the Israelis can intercept? Like, don't you have any fucking OPSEC going on, guys?
Well, it's the fucking Palestinians. How much OPSEC could they possibly have, I guess?
Exactly. So it's like, oh, that sounds really impressive until you realize, oh, their fucking opponents are retards.
Alex Sandcross, this is all evidence that will be required to repel the 19th Amendment. Fredden, guys, Charlie Kirk is obviously a high-level mage that used the teleportation spell, obviously. Now, honestly, magic makes more sense than a hologram at this particular junction.
I just think he was shot by an insane troon. Makes perfect sense. I don't see why we need a theoretical explanation to explain it any further.
That, too, is a good point.
But it just makes complete sense. Yes, some mad troon did it. Yeah, of course they did. Like they said they were going to in their fucking Discord. Their Discord buddies knew it was coming.
Boog, the hologram and trapdoor are not far-fetched. It happens all the time in Scooby-Doo. By the way, Back to the Future is better than Pirates. That's where you're wrong. The real Chapter 3, True Slavia has never been attempted. I think True Slavia has been attempted one too many fucking times. Charles the Beagle, off topic, White Pill. The Algerian that tried to murder 3 small kids outside a school in Dublin 2 years ago has been found guilty on all charges of attempted murder. Well, maybe he'll serve a full 10 years in prison.
Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it? It's like getting them punished.
Peter Keys, the Greater Slavia was once known as Tartaria.
Yes. Yeah. I love the Grand Tartaria conspiracy as well. It's just like everyone online is a fucking retard. Understood.
Mr. Rich Low Pitch Arch will have to create an Operation Barbarossa on steroids if he wishes to defeat Greater Slavia. Hail the Slavs.
They're not wrong, though.
Blonde the book said it. Hearing Sargon describe what I have to do, not to give women the ick, makes me sure I should just die alone. Never cry in front of a woman, never be vulnerable. I just go to hate and resent that person and could never love them. Better just not.
Well, I mean, this is just the burden of being a man.
Just be like me. Completely cold and detached. It's much better.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, though, when my dad finally passed away, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do at his funeral. Don't know how I'm going to fucking keep it together. And the thing is, I remember when my dad's dad died. Like, he kept it fucking together, man. And I'm like, fuck, I'm never going to keep it together like that. And so I don't want my son see me cry at my dad's funeral in the same way that I didn't see my dad cry at his dad's funeral. So I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, man.
That's
I don't
true.
want my wife seeing either.
I have literally no idea what's going to happen when that happens. I know it's just going to be ridiculous.
But my dad kept it together, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to keep it together, man. It's not going to be easy.
Captain Loke, evening lads. First time to catch Stamford Bridge live. Heard about possible schism in Catholic Church. I hope so.
What, another one? That'd be hilarious.
Catholic Church.
Will the schismatics declare a crusade?
Oh, so they're virtually just surrendered to progressivism at this point. It needs to actually have some Christianity back in itself.
Yeah. The two atheists are like, Catholics, be Christian. And the Catholic Church is like, no, over our dead fucking body. Kiss the feet of immigrants, says the Pope. Fuck off, man.
Fredden, 2 words. Female hysteria.
Well, yes.
Wolfenbach. Hi, Arch. Since Complete 47 is blowing up a bit, is it possible that we will be seeing you making lore videos about the setting? Maybe, if I can find the time and effort to read their books. But listen, they're our competitors now, so maybe I'll just want to shit on them.
Yeah, good point.
Discordia. That couple were cuckoo bananas. Yes, they were disco. They were very nutty. Well, not the couple. I actually think the husband was clearly just looking on.
Yeah, the husband's fine. The husband's just like,
behold what I must deal with.
Yeah, this is what Candace Owens can do to your wife if you allow it.
Blaystone. Sargon, I managed to guilt Art into playing Lord of the Rings Gollum via a sizable donation. Would highly recommend watching his playthrough when he gets to it. So many hilarious bugs, and every playthrough has unique glitches. Unique glitches.
Lord of the Rings Gollum?
Yes, it's a video game, apparently.
I've not heard of this.
Good for you.
Was it good?
No.
Yeah.
It was very much so not good.
Probably why I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, Qatar, Arch and Sargon play Lancer. When? What's Lancer?
Lancer?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Master Huntsman, why are Europeans so obsessed with ranch dipping sauce? I don't know. I don't like ranch. Ranch is weird.
Ranch, that's American. Americans are obsessed with that. Although I've discovered a new love, which is Nando's Peri-Naise. It's peri-peri mayonnaise. It's actually really nice.
What we do have is dressing, like I don't even know what is it just called dressing in American? I don't fucking know.
What, like salad dressing?
Yeah, like salad dressing. That is something that I know my family puts on fucking everything.
We don't tend to use that many condiments in my household. My kids want salt and everything, but that's because I don't put salt on everything. And so they feel that salt is special. And it's like, yes, that's right. My Spartan children, salt is a luxury. I want you to grow up thinking salt is special. That's correct.
Haplomage, Great Yugoslavia would have 4x the UK's benefit fraud. I mean, possibly.
Oh God, no, it would, because they'd fucking break in like the fucking Albanians, and they'd scam it off of us. So yeah, it would 4x the UK's benefit fraud. That's totally true.
Actually, so this happened literally today. All right, so you know how
it happens literally every day.
in a normal high trust society, when you're sick, you can call your boss and go like, "Listen, I'm sick. I'm not coming in today." And they just report that, okay, well, sick leave for a day. And you've got X amount of sick days per year, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore for the Germans.
Oh, really? Were too many Turks taking advantage of that, were they?
Yep, so now Germans must have a doctor's note to call in sick.
It's like you're at fucking school, Germany.
Yep. You cannot be trusted. And, this defeats the entire point of sick days, too, by the way. The purpose of sick days is to have a period of days that you can call in sick with minor illnesses.
Yeah.
Not to mention
I've got a flu. I don't want to go to the doctors. I want to go to bed.
Yes. And also to prevent the disease from spreading in your workplace.
Yeah, I'm doing you a favor when I stay at home with the flu.
Yes, this is a sign that you are expected to be an adult human in an adult human world. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go beyond those sick days, sure, then you need a doctor's note. But at that point, you've been sick for a while. You know this isn't just a cold. You're going to have to get it checked out regardless.
Yeah, there must be something wrong if you need to.
Yes. But the Germans now can't even trust their own people to behave like adults. And I wonder, and I don't point out, this is the Germans.
Yeah. The people who literally go home and play Farming Simulator.
Yes. The Germans can't be trusted with their sick days.
Yeah, it's the Germans, is it? Yeah, don't believe that very well. This is the kind of... Sorry, go on.
Logistically, this means that you have to go to work at least one day sick because you won't be able to go to the doctors before your fucking job starts. Because the doctors start at the same time as your job begins.
Yeah. And what I love about this as well is it's kind of like another national humiliation, isn't it? It's just like, yeah. No, we don't trust you. You have to get a sick note. It's like, yeah, you think the Turks are going and getting the sick notes? Fuck off. They don't even... I doubt they even work jobs where they fucking... have contracts, you know what I mean? Fuck's sake. Just continual fucking humiliation on humiliation.
Yes. It's retarded. And the worst part, too, is it's entirely just theoretical logistical system, too. Because what will happen is you wake up, you feel bad, and you're like, ugh, okay. And then you have to call your doctor first, and the nurse will write out a little digital note that you'll then have to email to your fucking employer. It just adds one more step of pointless bureaucracy because you've imported many people who aren't Germans.
Yeah, and they literally don't give a shit about your society or the rules.
Diswis, put Judge Thomas on a dreadnought. Forever Crusade.
Yes. Oh, that would be a great fucking dreadnought to make as well. Clarence Thomas dreadnought.
Clarence Thomas dreadnought. Brandman, hello lads, hope all is well. I've got myself Wonder Woman in the most unlikely places, California, through an online game. She's so normal, wonderful woman, there you go. Which is so rare, all things considered. That is unusual.
No, actually, right. So, right, this is not as unusual as you think. Right? I managed to get one of my producers an attractive Californian girlfriend because actually about 40% of California votes Republican. It's just the Democrats are in control of the mechanisms in the cities and whatnot. So, but that they live in the surrounding area, in the hinterland of California, around the cities, and so they come out completely normal and also, a lot of the time, really reactionary. Because they're like, no, we know what all of this is about. This is all fucking cheating. It's all ethnic privileges and ethnic patronage. We know. And so they come out really fucking right wing and really normal. So actually, there are California women. They're just not inside the cities.
That's true. Basically, you can view it like this, right? The California women might be like the East Germans. They've seen what happens.
Yeah, they've literally grown up it.
Heresy's
They know.
question.
They know.
Fire is the answer.
Mr. Frenzy, Sargon, I think I remember hearing about a snail that was found in underwater volcanoes. It apparently eats metal and lives in a metal shell. It's basically a Pokemon.
Yeah, I've heard of that as well. It's pretty metal. Pun intended. Yeah, like they've got iron, like shells or something. I don't know if it's true though. I assumed it was AI.
Discordia, we need Dev and the lady from today on the same show. Ooh, spicy. Ethan Rogers, you see, Sargon, you wrong Dev's multi-layered nonsense abstracted notion of truth, which is infinitely worse and deserving of total destruction.
I did tell him that libtardism is not the correct way. That is true.
Dizwiz, which has better lore consistency, Dinosaur or 40k? Oh, 40k, of course.
Say again?
Which has better lore consistency, dinosaurs or 40k?
No, dinosaurs.
No, it's 40k.
40k is pretty contradictory.
We're currently discussing whether or not dinosaurs had feathers or not, okay? We literally went from lizards to birds. That's pretty bad.
No, dinosaurs are not lizards.
They're birds?
Yes.
So the T-Rex was a giant chicken.
Interestingly,
Yes.
T-Rexes are way more closely related to chickens than they are to, say, stegosauruses or brontosauruses or things like that. Because chickens are theropods. The theropods were the only dinosaurs to make it out of the extinction event. All of the other ones, the ceratopsians, sauropodia, all those other ones died. But the thing is, there are stats about dinosaurs that just completely break your fucking brain. Like the T-Rex, you live closer to the existence of the T-Rex than the Stegosaurus did.
My frame of reference is non-existent on this point.
Yeah, but the point is, they died out 66 million years ago, and the Stegosaurus lived longer back in time than that. So, by something like 100 million years before the T-Rex. So it's like you are closer in time to the T-Rex than the T-Rex is to the Stegosaurus. That's mad, isn't it? Like, what a fucking crazy number.
Tsunushi. There are quite a few artworks of the T-Rex, Jurassic Park, more meaty with feathers looking like a terror bird. And then there's the Giga Sparrow.
Well, if it helps, we know it didn't have feathers. We've got lots of skin imprints for it.
Do we know it doesn't have feathers?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
Do we?
We did.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. It's because so many examples have been found. We've got skin impressions. There was a T-Rex found with
bald.
soft muscle tissue.
It was just a bald one. Or had
No,
alopecia.
No, we've got so many great examples of T-Rexes. Like, again, I stress this. They found a T-Rex with soft muscle tissue. Literally bendable muscle tissue after 66 million years. Like, we know a lot about T-Rex. A lot. Because there have been so many of them found.
All I know is that it looked like this.
I'm not at my desk, so I can't see that.
Good.
I'm currently refilling my PVA glue spray gun.
J-Bull, I saw Caleb trying to help a couple $100,000 in debt, but got stuck when they told him spending $1,800 for concert tickets was necessary. Stupid goes deep. See, I could easily do Caleb's job. All I'd need to do is roll up a newspaper, reach across the fucking table, and hit them.
Yeah. I'm starting to lose respect for him now.
Johnson Smith
Telling idiots,
saying,
don't spend money.
Yeah. The saying, men don't cry, was a white lie. The point is, your tears supposed to be an honor. More important, don't waste them. Unless his voice to text betrayed me. Men's tears are important unless you cry all the time, then they are pointless. Give them to important things, like death.
No, I mean, that is true. Obviously. That's definitely true. But as a general rule of thumb, I would just say never cry in front of your wife.
Ripoff Productions. I sent you money for Beyond Two Souls several streams ago. I know, I found it. There should all be a fund for it. That quote about game overs was from the leader, writer, developer. Add to fund. I shall add to fund. Akabans, in choice between my chicken and beer, chicken wins.
Chicken bed, you mean?
Chicken bed?
chicken and bear.
Bear. What even is
The
the
bear
difference?
The bear was breaking in and killing the chickens.
And he attacked it without provocation. It was mean.
I choose the chickens too.
Dean Domino, I think I heard cheetahs were semi-domesticated by the Egyptians and or Carthaginians. Well, of course, they're pets. They're fucking just kitties. They're just cats.
Yeah, they literally are. But the weird thing is, they're not even like big cats. Big cats are defined not by their size, but by whether they can roar, apparently. And cheetahs can't roar. They sort of squeak.
Yeah. It's squeakers, thus it is cat.
And, oh man, cheetah cubs are the cutest fucking thing in the world, man.
I can imagine. Sandoom, no, I don't feel like it. I feel like liking the video. Well, you should like the video. That's what you should feel like.
How many likes are we on now?
That's a good question. 1,579. We made it.
Pretty good job, chat. Pretty good.
Pretty great job, chat. I shall give you the
We'll
bonus.
get to 2,000 next time.
Spoofers, guys, check out Dino Blade. The game trailer dropped. Is that the one with the sword fighting dinosaurs that was a meme like years ago?
I don't like it.
You don't like the sword fighting dinosaurs?
No, I think it's gay. The dinosaurs come equipped with swords.
In their mouths.
No, just literally on their hands, like Therizinosaurus. Like literally fucking giant bladed fucking hands. Like having them carry swords is gay.
Requires some thought. How cash you think Europe has suffered longer? How cash come? Until the migrant crisis, your ilk couldn't understand why Americans were so strong on sending border hoppers back. The US has had far more waves over the decades. I wonder, like, I wonder what the total migration numbers for Europe compared to America is. Let's see.
I mean, ours was by choice. Right? We knew they were coming, and Merkel literally just said, "Throw open the borders, we can take them." And then she was like, "Oh, that was a mistake." And everyone was like, "Okay, so now what? Nothing? They're staying forever." Oh,
Yep, they're here now.
yeah. So
let's see. Over the last 100 years, the United States had a total immigration population of approximately 53.3 million as of January 2025.
In the last 100 years.
In the last 100 years. Meanwhile, European Union saw 4.2 million immigrants in 2024 alone.
Yeah, in the beginning of the 20th century, in the middle of the 20th century, the Americans put in a series of really stringent anti-immigration laws to restrict immigration because they'd taken in loads and it was becoming a real problem. You can find like newspaper articles where they're complaining exactly the same sort of complaints we're making now, where it's like, oh, entire cities are not speaking English and all this sort of shit. The migrants causing troubles. They had exactly the same problems that we're having now. And so they just severely tightened immigration.
It's actually kind of difficult to find numbers. Europe has definitely taken way more immigrants, it looks like, from... I'm genuinely, they don't like to record this data, but in the last... like in 2013, there were... Yeah, there were a lot.
Well, remember that under Biden, the Americans were taking more than 100,000 illegals a month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty bad for everyone in both ways. I don't see it necessarily being a competition here.
Yeah, well, it's just about how equally fucked we are, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
but overall, I do think America's in a worse state. Demographically.
We had 47 million immigrants. But also bear in mind that Europe has, I'm pretty sure, a larger population than America.
It does. 450 million. Well, in the European Union. I think 500 million, something like that, overall. Somewhere north
Too
of.
many is the simple answer.
Europe is a very densely populated place.
And one grand music. The difference is butter. Fuck's sake, guys, you have Google. What? We put butter in bread too. What's wrong with you? I don't know.
You put butter in fucking bread?
Well, yes.
Mad. No, it's just a mad people who do mad things. Put butter on bread, you fucking lunatics.
You put it on the bread too. Alexander Cross, pastries are baked as a part of assembly. Sandwiches are assembled and can be baked after the fact. Trust the Brit, you will find they invented them.
Yeah, but no, pastries have eggs in, sandwiches don't. Bread doesn't.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I've seen an egg sandwich. It defeats your argument.
No, built into the material of the thing. Putting egg on the bread does not make it a pastry. Arch, I've got to go, man.
Oh, okay.
I've got to go.
Yeah, that's fine. We're almost at the end anyways.
Oh, that's good. Right, okay, well, thanks for joining us, folks. Thank you for liking the video. I'll see you next time. See you guys.
See you next time, Sargon. And a document, I do declare the Costco hot dog as a sandwich. Yes! It's bread it's bread and meat between it. I'm happy to call it a sandwich. In fact, what would we define a hot dog as if not a sandwich? Chat, suck on that one. John Adams, Sargon, it's bouquet. Bouquet, not bucket. Bucket? You're what? Wrong. Tanishi, Arch, Sargon, you forget one major ingredient in good bread, cheese. Arch could educate the Englishman on brödost and cloudberry. We do actually have a fair few interesting things. Like, we have cheese with bacon in it, and it's creamy. Creamy cheese with bacon in it. I bet you Americans don't have creamy cheese with bacon in it, you little fucking losers. We also do put cloudberries into absolutely everything. So the freezer room that we have back at the old home, where my mom and dad still lives, they keep buying alcohol. They keep buying liquor, like wine and champagne and stuff and liquor, and they never drink it. So there's just... we had to clear it out because we were fixing up some of the walls in there. We cleared out over 30 bottles of liquor that had never been opened, including an unopened bottle of cloudberry liquor. And I am genuinely tempted to steal that bottle away because I have no idea what cloudberry liquor could possibly taste like. I haven't the fucking foggiest, and I've been thinking about that bottle ever since. Wolfie, no way mentioned. Thoughts on Norwegian women? Difficult, challenging, problematic. I have dated more than my fair share of Norwegian women throughout my life, and most of them have been interesting, shall we say. ARC5, even know what the op was called. Project Mockingbird. Operation. Trogan, afternoon, gents. Art, put this towards the Palworld Smasher Pass. July. 10 more pals. There's a closed beta for Animo come July 9th. And Palworld will be released soon. That's good. Palworld Smasher Pass. Why?
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Why is this a thing? There we go. There's the Smasher Pass for Palworld. Ripple Production, LC, Sargon. The T-Rex filled every niche as it aged. Thing isn't true. Nanotyrannus is a separate species, not a growth stage. Aha! He has been defeated by the power of the internet. Add Beyond Total 2 Souls Fund. The Thing, ooh. Is a hot dog a pastry? Yes. Yes, a hot dog is a pastry. What else would you define it as, if not a pastry? Charleston, check out the song No Worship Required by Dragon Soundscape. It is the Emperor singing to Malkador, Disney style, and I'm obsessed. Arc 5, Frogan is dumb as a wet sack of hammers. The GJ Foy, the Skyrim was Dr. Phoenix. They also did a Keir Starmer, Don't Look Back in Anger video. British PM as Oasis, singing about enrichment. The enrichment of the populace. Silly Sailor, Sargon arguing over pronunciation of MacLeod is unironically one of my favorite parts of the show. But we didn't see MacLeod today. He has been absent. He was presumably killed and eaten by his fellow Scots. Alexander Cross, when you get around to playing Doom Eternal, adjust the game volume a bit, you were entirely inaudible for the entire last stream. God damn it. Was I? Damn it. Jim, Sargon, what happened to the disinvite cancelled video? Arch left livestream on after side scrollers. Yeah. What? Noble. The thing I find doubtful with the assassination is that there was only shooting involved. The question is, the last person asked, the diversion, etc. The Sir Ian, Arch, did you see there's DLC coming to Ted Victor? Will you be doing another playthrough? Maybe, but I did find the DLC a little disappointing. It was kind of not a lot of stuff in there, I will say. MJ Bull, ranch is heresy on wings, blue cheese is orthodox. I used to eat blue cheese, like not blue cheese dressing, but actually blue cheese, as in moldy cheese. I used to eat that, like just raw dog it. It was lovely, I assume. So the Lich, Dev is probably preparing a 4-hour video essay defending the cover-up people, whoever the fuck they are, and probably trying to get into Tyler Robinson's girlfriend's DMs. Don't miss it. The Nocti Anglers, that's brilliant. Thomas the Dreadnought Engine. Thomas the Dreadnought Engine. The Noct Anglets, this you Titan, forget the Dreadnought, make Clarence inferior. Anom, hey Arch, you stream more, with one exception. I've neither been scheduled to work or called into work every time you have in the past year, and I'm now on 9 consecutive weeks of overtime. Your choice for the calendar. Thank you, sir. Marksman, Sargon watched Doomer with Son, movie about Pet Cheetah. Boog, chat has driven off Dev with likes for now. Nolly, Carnivore is a tabletop game where you play as a predator dinosaur trying to survive the meteor hit. The dev put up a sample game on YouTube and incorrectly Sargon the sword makes the dinos cooler. There you go. Makes the dinos better. Makes them bigger, badder, and more badass. I shall put it to Neil, I think. There. Bremen, my California girlfriend is apolitical, kind of left-leaning in a these are the waters I swim in, I don't really think about it way. She said she is pro-gatekeeping without prompting. Definitely a keeper. Good. Very good. And Blaystone, also regarding iDubbbz and Ethan Klein, Nicholas DeRio has some decent streams on the drama. Short version, iDubbbz and Ethan used to be friends IRL, which is why Ethan dropped the lawsuit after iDubbbz apologized sincerely. Amelia for calendar and mixtape fund. And Amelia for calendar. Go. And with that, we are now at an end, chat. Thank you very much for watching today. Thank you for your incredibly generous donations, as always. And thank you for the likes. You don't understand. It is incredibly helpful for the stream, for the audio, for the VOD afterwards. It is super duper helpful. So I hope you'll put up with my constant whinging and demands for it, as I do need to get better at that too. Until next time, chat. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you, Illusion the Witch, for the 1 ArchCast membership. Thank you very much, sir.